What's up, people? Hold on one second, because Brett joined while we were watching the intro. Let's see. Where is he?
All metal objects in a tray.
Sexy beast he is. Bastard, you sexy bastard, you. All right, let me see if I update this a little bit. Well, I don't know.
What do we got here? Purpose to visit?
Figure it out. Joe's running late. He was at a bridal shower. Is that what he was at? Yeah, he's at a bridal shower. So he's running a little bit late. So I hope everybody's in for a long night. So we might start a little bit later. We figure with the 35th anniversary, we're going to show some collectibles, which we usually do during the movie. And if you haven't watched the collectible spotlight that I threw out there this morning, look at that. Brady just got much more better looking.
This got really interesting now.
Why? Why did it get really interesting?
Nothing. I was just kidding.
I did ask my wife to join us, but yeah, she was at her barn all day long with her horse, and they're having a big sale tomorrow, a big tax sale in the morning. So yeah, she's in bed. She did say hello. She's like, I can't stay up. So I'm all by lonesome. I'm all by myself.
Aww.
Yes, it is. This is Mrs. Brett. This is Lisa.
This is Brady's better half, Lisa.
Yes.
Hello.
We have plenty in the chat here. Hello, Joseph the horror guy, Stefan, Ryan. Who else we got here? Lito's in the house too. Hey, all right.
Shit.
Oh.
You know, because I was pre-gaming. I was at a local bar. They were having a Halloween party. And it's usually scary when you're in a local bar, and even in costume, I was better looking. That's scary. Did you see the picture I sent you, Brett?
I did. I just caught it really briefly when we were.
And she photobombed at the last second. It was perfect. I was with my buddy, my neighbor, Mike. I don't know if he's going to be in the chat or not. Shout out to Mike. And I just saw that. I'm like, I got to send a picture of these guys. Look at this.
You're getting a kick out of this. Yeah, so that's probably Darren from the Slaughter Lamb. Hello, Darren.
That's Darren. Yep.
Stefan, yes.
Stefan, yes. Love the purple. I had to try red at least once.
I'll be right back. I screwed up. I forgot.
As Pat, she knows if we're. Oh, where's he going? Oh,
he's getting something.
What's he doing? Look at the back of
that.
He don't ever rip on mine. Look at that background, okay?
I don't rip on yours.
Well, I
helped you design it.
Bucky hard hat.
I forgot the Bucky hard hat. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me?
Do you remember Bucky in this one? No,
wait, which one is this again?
This is Halloween 4, so this is when Danielle Harris's first one.
The down the roof with the baby that one screw that was up on the roof. So when she slid down on her stomach, it cut her up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at her. She knows all that stuff. See, my wife would be like, I don't know this movie.
Well, many nights we would watch them, and then he would tell me the backstory, and then we would watch like the making of each and every one of them. So
see, the problem with my wife is when I go on a tangent and talk about like Halloween or horror stuff, she goes, and I'm like, 10 minutes later, I'm like, you didn't hear a thing I said, did you? She's like, honestly, no. But then she'll talk for an hour about horse stuff. And they'll be like, did you hear anything? And I'll tell her, yeah. I start going, yeah, you said this, you said this, you said this. Because I don't get mad, but she'll get mad at me. Husbands know what to do.
They do.
Good husbands do.
Yeah. Yeah, she could ignore me. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't blame you. I'd ignore me too. But I'm not going to ignore her because I'll get in trouble.
Well, tell Jennifer you say hello. Yeah, Free Willy. I forgot about that too, Stefan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Tell the wife we said. And if you did you watch this the video that they did the movie that they did the short Final Girls Bloodbath? Did you watch it yet?
I did not watch it yet. Tomorrow's my day home the entire time.
Leave. You're gone. No. I watched it last night. It was awesome. It was really. I was like, damn, it's only 10 minutes long. I want more.
You know what's been happening, Pat? I wanted to tell you this before we get started with this. Lisa's been getting more Halloween apparel since we've done a show together.
Her with the Halloween shirt on and everything.
He got it for me because it was purple. He had to get it for me.
The whole wedding was purple. The house is almost purple, except for when you come down here.
The house is not purple. It's like one room.
Okay.
Only way the wife would wear a Halloween shirt is if I put it on while she was sleeping, and she'd probably swing at me if I tried to do it. She did wear she does wear the podcast shirt though. That she does.
Darren, she's already set to come to age 50 because she was born in 1978.
Best year.
So Pat, I got to get the Fright Rags hat that says 78 on the back with the logo, because I got the one that says 81.
Yeah, that's right, because you're 78.
We can be 78, 81.
We'd be set.
Let's see. Who else is here? Oh, Joe the Heart. Well, we know, Joe, this is one of your favorite. I think it's your favorite movie, because Danielle, I think he's pretty much said this is definitely his favorite.
You've talked about this. Were you working at a theater when you saw this? Is that right?
I worked. It was weird. I worked at the Lowe's Cinema. It was 4 screens, from what, 86 to 90, maybe 86 to 90 while I was in high school, and they didn't have Halloween 4 there. I had to go to a different theater to see it.
Really?
They didn't have it. They weren't showing it, and I couldn't figure out. I'm like, seriously? The one I watched all this other shit. If I saw She's Having a Baby with Kevin Bacon one more time, I was gonna go on a 10-state killing spree.
Oh my god!
I think I got part of the way into that movie, and I'm like, click.
Oh my god! I mean, there was some good stuff back then, though. There was like 3 Men and a Baby, which was fun. Eddie Murphy Raw, Fish Called Wanda. I must have watched 1,000 more times.
Right around this time, right? Yeah.
Beetlejuice. Friday.
This was Die Hard era. This was like Die Hard.
Die Hard. Yeah, I saw some great stuff 1,000 times, but the one movie I wanted to see, I had to go 2 towns over with my brother and his friends to see this movie when it premiered, because they didn't have it at the theater I worked at.
And it was #1 the first 2 weeks, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, that theater was asses and elbows. You couldn't get one more person in that theater that night. It was packed.
Well, you and I have talked about it. Like, I was 7 years old, and that summer before this came out was when I saw the first 2 films. And my brother was 7 years older than me, and he had a sleepover, and that's how I got to watch him at such a young age. And then, sure enough, he took me to go see this. 7 years old, going to a movie Friday night, this type movie. Hey, remember, this competed with They Live, too. Remember, right around that time. They Live was, what, a week or 2 before or after? I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you guys are all color coordinated and everything. Look at you guys. There's orange on his hat. You got the purple. You guys are all. Look at you guys.
This was our H45 debut hat, so it's like we got to keep going with it.
You going to Fred Durst this year? That's for Halloween.
Oh God,
that's nice. You saw Killers of the Flower Moon. What is? I didn't have you heard of that. What's that?
That's the Leonardo DiCaprio one.
Oh, is that the new Scorsese movie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Byron, you're in the house. Byron's a supporter.
See who else is in the house. Say hello to everybody. Up there's are your pubes? Stefan's out there.
Wait till Trevor. Trevor shows up. Travis. Travis is here.
Travis here yet? Oh, there's Travis. That's the only one. This is the first Halloween I saw all the way through, back to back with 5. Oh, nice.
Well, 5.
See. Who else is in the chat? Oh, Rick. What's up? Rick's a good supporter of the channel. Awesome. Good to see you, buddy. And let's see. I'm trying to say hello to everybody. We're actually killing time because we're waiting for Joe. He's on his way back. He was at a bridal shower that he could not get out of, and he's running a little bit late. So we're going to chat a little bit. We'll show all the collectibles if you didn't see the collectible spotlight. Actually, I want to do one thing. While we're chatting, hold on a second.
Lido, can't wait to see those pictures, man. That'll be cool.
Which ones are those?
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, Jennifer's going the Dia de los Muertos Harley Quinn. For Halloween. I did Harley. My daughter and I did Harley Quinn. Was it 2-3 years ago now?
Yeah, something like that.
It was.
There was a Michael Myers at the bar that I was at just before I came. Before I got back, like I said, it was I was gonna dress up, but I was like, I'm not. I'm just at it. When I left the bar and helping the wife, I'm allergic to everything that stands still, and I was dying. So I'm hopped up on pills and booze. So I didn't. I'm like, I don't feel like getting dressed up. Neither did Mike. So, but there was a guy, of course, we watched all these people. Of course, this guy came in. He looked like George Wilby. He was a heavyset guy, but he was like fucking, I'm telling you, like 6'8". And he was really, really tall. Wow. I was like, holy crap. But he looked like he was thick, like Wilbur, like with like shoulder pads and everything.
Not Halloween 6 George Wilbur.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do here is, especially since Lido's in the chat, because I really did enjoy this. So if you guys go, I'm going to drop a link in here too. Go over to, was it on Vimeo? Go check out Final Girls Bloodbath, because now it's released to the public. It's about 10 minutes long. It's a real cool film with both Lido and his wife. And what the hell is the girl's name? Who was the director? Shout it out. I wrote everything down because I was taking notes for when we have them on. Ashley Mary Nunes. And it's a lot of fun. So definitely go check it out. I'm going to drop the link in the chat.
If you guys haven't...
It's not released to the public yet?
No, that's why I would have felt bad if I hadn't watched it yet, because...
Really? Because I went on, because I clicked on Vimeo to see, and it let me see it without putting the password in. So check that out, because I didn't put a password in. Because I double checked to make sure, and then when I clicked on it, it didn't ask for a password.
That's interesting.
Well, it's not. So when does it get? Lito, tell us in the chat. When's it going live? Because I have it up right now on my other screen, and I didn't put the password in. I had to put the password in the other night.
Someone's hacked it.
It's Ted Hollister.
It's Ted Hollister. I was thinking about Ted Hollister. What was it?
Check it, Lito, because I didn't put I just clicked on the link that you sent me, and when I looked at it the other night, it asked for a password, and this time it didn't ask for a password. So that's why I figured it was live, because you were telling me how the Dread Central and other people were commenting on it.
They were, huh? Dang.
Yeah. Should be available on the 17th.
Okay, the 17th.
All right, so I'm not gonna throw a link out there for some reason it's unlocked for me.
That's funny. Day after our daughter's birthday.
Yeah, that's the day.
But go check it out. I definitely enjoyed it. It was fun, and that's why I asked him the other night. I'm like, what was it like when you to kill your wife on screen?
I think you and I have talked about this. This is our favorite. This is our favorite Halloween poster, arguably minus the first, right? This is like the coolest looking one, right? The one sheet, right?
Oh yeah, easily. Better than the original. As much as I love the original, this one. And the thing is, the joke is we got sold a bill of goods because the mask didn't look anything like that.
As you call him, Ronald McDonald.
Ghost Bloodbath sounds like a menstrual cycle slasher. Nice.
God, 1988, man, that was a big year. I remember a lot of stuff. 1988.
Yeah, it was a big. So you figure 88.
First grade, Pat.
I was a sophomore in high school.
Wait, you were a sophomore. My brother was a freshman. Okay.
Yeah, right.
You were born in 73. I thought you were born in 72.
72. I was born in 72.
Okay.
It depends when birthday.
I was born in February, so it's like that cutoff period. So it depends on. Yeah.
Just like if Taylor was born 2 months earlier, she'd be in a grade higher.
Yeah. We don't need that. Anyways.
All right, I'm going to bring this stuff up so we can go through some cool stuff real quick before we start the film. We apologize for the delay. You guys feel free to yell at Joe in the chat because he's the one that's holding us up.
Yeah, what was it? Well, Pat just did. I hope you guys checked out his video of what he showed for his H4 stuff. And I knew he's got other stuff too, but there's only so much you could probably show. But like that tin, you have that Anchor Bay tin, right, Pat? You have that. I was like, man, I'll show that.
I realized there was a few things I forgot. And that's one of them. I've got the tin. I also have some slides. I have some promotional slides, and I forgot those too. So I did forget a few things. So maybe one day when I'm bored, I'll be like, all right, part 2. These are the things I forgot, because that's what happens when you get old and fat. You forget shit.
There's lots of different reasons you forget shit.
I can, because I was watching it and I was going through. I'm like, shit. You know what I did? I went through my Instagram, because usually I put stuff up there, and that's like a database. And there was a few things I didn't put up on Instagram that I never realized I never put up there. And I'm like, shit, I forgot a few things. I'm like, damn. So no big deal. There'll be an update at some point.
Yeah, I think, wouldn't you agree that this one gets a lot of love because maybe it's the atmosphere, right? The mood that they bring in when the movie starts out. And it's got the right feeling. It's got the right touch, right, to a Halloween film.
Yeah, it does. I didn't include the sets with the Blu-rays and stuff. There was some things I didn't throw in there because it was like a last-minute thing. I was trying to put it as much as I can. Oh, wait, hold on. So what'd you say? I checked the link, Pat. It's private on my browser, so that's not. So that's odd. Yeah, I didn't. I'm going to do.
He didn't share it. I swear, Lito.
No. I didn't share it. I was about to, which is a good thing that Lito said that. And I wanted to make sure because I wanted to promote it. 1 second. I'm going to go link. I'm going to go on my thing again and see if it comes up again without. Because last night, when I watched it, not last night, it was the night before. It asked for the password, but this time it didn't. So I was like, all right. I thought maybe it was live. Hold on 1 second.
Or your computer probably saved the password and automatically entered it.
Maybe, but usually it doesn't, especially because I use a VPN, so it usually asks us for passwords for everything.
You dog, you. Man.
Let's see. I'm going to click it again. Yeah, it comes right up. Maybe it saved the password, but okay. So we'll wait. Well, I have been known to find a lot of stuff, so I do that because I don't want to go to the theater. I'm like, I'll find a stream somewhere.
I think there's been a bunch of diehard fans would really like to see a continuation of this one, but realistically, can you really see that happening? Right?
It's not going to happen. Yeah, we talked about it. The thing is, like, even Sean's talked about it, and like, if you listen to Dave McRae, he's talked about it. He's like, we're fans. We'd love to see that. Right. But these people are businessmen. It doesn't make business sense to do that.
No.
Yeah.
It would be something cool if they go forward with this television idea. Maybe they do an anthology where they do certain things from certain timelines that they could do, and that would go over well because they're invested whatever their budget is. But like on the big screen, nah.
Darren, if Pat's had enough, he might delete the internet, depending what he was doing before he got online.
Hey, Darren and I would drink it to the wee hours of the night that one night.
Oh, God.
I can get dangerous later if I start pressing keyboards.
I keep on saying it was just so much laughter, so much fun. Just
the password is nipple. The password is.
Oh.
It does save yours. Okay, that's weird because I usually get it again where they ask for a password. Okay, good. All right, so we'll wait till then, and we're gonna have Lito, his wife, the director, and the girls in the video. Two other girls. We're gonna have them on sometime in November to talk about it. It's gonna be cool.
Be lots of fun. Yep.
But you know what? While we're waiting for Joe, and then when Joe gets on, everybody start yelling at him in the chat. We can go through some cool collectibles, which we usually show during the film. But let's go through. So if you didn't watch my collectible spotlight, so here, this is a Halloween 4 35mm trailer that's in my collection. These are some video VHS rather, and like I said, I realized after I did this, I'm like, shit, there's a lot of things I forgot, but oh well, it is what it is. Sue me. This is a beta. So for those that don't know, like beta tapes are smaller. So probably around this time, 87, 88, 89, when beta was starting to phase out, they would use VHS covers and they would just put these little like spacers in there.
Spacers so it fit right.
So it would fit inside there because people are like, no, that's a VHS. I'm like, no, it's not when you pull it out because it was cheaper to just put those pieces in there and just reuse what they had.
Yeah, you showed that widescreen one. I was going to say, if they didn't use this cover, the one that they showed in that widescreen version that you had there, that cover's awesome. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
The mirrored image one. I'm
right there with you, little man. This mask was amazing, and we didn't get it, unfortunately.
Lito, this is Lisa. Sorry. Lisa. He was asking your name.
Okay. Lisa Marie, like Elvis's daughter. Yes.
Ah, shit. That's right.
Well, hey, I got the best name out of my siblings in mine.
Imagine if I was born on St. Patrick's Day, Pat and I would have the same first name.
Imagine if you were born a girl, his name would have been Ariel.
Oh, stop. We don't need to talk about this now. Now you're really getting embarrassing. God, Jesus.
Nice.
What?
No, never mind.
Pat, I can't poke fun.
But it's like, Pat, keep going, Pat.
This isn't a roast of Brett here, so let's go. Okay.
Oh, I need a couple weeks to prepare for that one.
It could be Halloween 4.
Age 50 could happen. We'll wait for that.
Cassette.
I'll start my notes.
Hold on a second. I'm hitting the wrong
thing. Is that the original? That's an original cassette, Pat, or is that like a reissued one that never?
No, that's the original cassette. They never reissued it. There is one other version which I've not been able to get my hands on, where the cassette tape rather is not white; it's clear. Remember, they used to be clear towards the late '80s.
Yeah,
that's the only other variant that I've not been able to get my hands on.
As Pat is showing this stuff, do you want me to say I don't have that? I don't have that. See, I don't have everything.
I never said you did.
CDs, because you got to have the CDs, because there's the OG, and then they came out with the 20th anniversary releases. On vinyl, you gotta have the soundtrack on vinyl. You gotta have the record. Look at that.
Got to go to Salt Lake City now. I was thinking about this further just to check it out.
Yes, we have been talking about that. Well, actually, we'll bring it up after this.
That's where 4, 5, and 6 were filmed.
Okay.
Death Waltz re-release.
Yep. Yeah, Sean, those sites would take 2 days.
Some more DVDs.
That last one looked almost like Data from Star Trek in that mask, doesn't it?
Sure, it does.
It doesn't.
And he's got a house in his chest.
I know, but just the face does not quite look like Michael Myers I'm used to.
You gotta have the Fangoria.
Nice.
It's such a silly picture of him, isn't it?
Which do you remember? Oh God, which documentary was it where they were talking to John Carl Beekler, where he was actually fired on set because he was giving him shit about fixing the eyes and putting glue and how it was going to harm somebody, and he was fired. And then Fangoria was actually on site, and they came and said, if you don't hire him back, we're not going to cover this whatsoever.
Nice.
No kidding.
And he got his job back. Yeah, it was on one of the DVDs with one of the. There's so many backstories
right around New Blood time, because New Blood was the year before this, wasn't it? Or it was the same year? Was it the same year?
I think it was the same year. Yeah,
because he directed that, if I remember right. Right?
Yes, he did. Yeah, because you figure the New Blood was 88 and 6 was 86. So yeah, that would make sense. This is one from the UK, Fear Magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Blood was 88. Let's see if Travis has got anything. Talent for me, it was also the first film to have those moments that give you the badass chills. When the paramedics say, let's move him, and cuts to the theme. Oh, yeah, because that was when the theme just kicked in. Yeah, because the whole time it was that like spooky atmosphere. So you didn't get that.
And Pat will tell you, I was waiting for him to say, Drago's the most perfectly trained athlete.
Exactly. Drago could have been thrown from the bus.
Yeah, Drago could have been thrown from the bus.
Toxic Magazine, this was a limited run magazine. It didn't. I think it only lasted a couple of issues.
Yeah, the shots of him in this mask are a little
wonky.
They're different. Yeah, that's Jason without the mask from 7.
This is a Mexican lobby card. And I thought I picked it up. It's kind of beat up on 2 corners, but I had picked it up for cheap. And I'm like, this is actually pretty cool because you get Earl's death in that one corner shot there.
That's a nasty shot. I can't believe how nasty it is. They don't cut that up in AMC. Man, it's like, man, they used to cut that up all the time, man.
Yeah, they don't.
We're getting more laid back now around here, aren't we?
Everywhere.
These are French lobby cards, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're French. So these are a bunch of different shots.
You look like Ronald McDonald. Uh-oh.
How many people on the bus?
You're talking about as if he was a human being.
Oh, there he is. Hit him right.
There's our buddy. Sasha.
This is a German video promotional pack. This I only picked up about a year ago, and I was like, wow, this popped up. I'm like, yeah, I needed that. So basically it just advertises, because I believe in Germany as well as the UK, 4 and 5 went straight to DVD. They were straight to video. They didn't appear in the theater. Darren, if you're still in the chat, you can confirm that for me, because I'm pretty sure that's correct.
I just laughed at that was the first day. Yeah. Was that just one day that was up in Horror Hound, right?
Oh, look at Stefan's got lobby cards at Batman 89. Oh, Joe sees that. MB's gonna want those. She collects that stuff.
They are the Batman fans. Now, this lobby card pack, can I just say I have that lobby card shot. That's I don't think it's real Donald Pleasant's autograph off of this lobby card. I didn't want to pull that out. So.
Oh, really? These are weird. Yeah. These are like postcards. You can see it's all like a little synopsis, and it's all in German. You have these, right? You have these steel books, the German.
I have that specific steel book. I don't have 3 or 5.
Well, they did 3, 4, 5, and they did 6. But for some odd reason, 6 is bigger. The case is bigger for some weird reason. I don't know why.
He looks like he's wearing just like a like the Phantom of the Opera style mask, just like the face of it. It just looks like that a little bit in that shot right there.
The H4, like the little hanging things for Halloween. Have those. Let's see what else. Got to have a poster.
Yeah, your one sheet's in great shape, Pat.
You got to have the one sheet. Actually, I had to take it out of the frame and laid it down flat. That's why it's so flat. It was.
You just took that recently, then? That's not from. You just did that recently?
I just took it out the other day. Yeah, and then put it back in the frame.
I'm gonna have to take mine to the Art of Restoration.
These is always folded because I keep it with a bunch of different press kits. So this is a UK quad poster. It's actually really, really big. It's like 4x3. It's big.
Jeez, it's big. That's what she said.
Yeah, it's a pretty big boy.
I always
What's that?
I was just laughing because they showed like these next few. I know you showed on your video, like are the Halloween 5 images in a way. This
is weird because it's a Italian, but they call them Locandina posters. They're really thin. They're basically like 11 by 20. They're really long, and they have this big square at the top that's always open. So I'm assuming it's to write something on there, maybe like
promotional,
coming soon,
theater
starting
times.
Wednesday. Yeah, exactly. Because all the Locandina posters that I get from Italy are like this. Now this one is always was weird because it says Halloween 4, but it's got the Halloween 5 artwork on it.
Someone made a boo-boo.
Yeah, and a lot of that stuff, a lot of the European stuff I have. There's another one. Shit, what was that for? I have to go back. And one of them, and it's a completely different film. I have to go look at it. And I looked at it, I'm like, what the? And it says, like, I think it says Halloween 6. And it's a completely different picture. It's from a different film. Yeah. And here it is again. This is the full-size poster.
You've had these for a while, haven't you? These are some that you've had for a bit.
I've had these for a bit, yeah. And here's the Japanese VHS. There's 2 different versions.
No, it's great. Like you're Halloween, like, you wish you knew how to read that, but you know what it says.
It's like you know what it says exactly. This is H4 Laserdisc from Japan.
Yes. And you brought it up. What do you call the insert on the left of the lasers? Yeah, that's a big
OBI,
part of the value.
The OBI strip. Yeah,
OBI strip
loses a lot of value without that.
Pat, is this sealed? Is this H4 you got right here sealed?
No, it's got the plastic over it, but it's slit so you can take the disc out. There's the back of it, and there's the first release of the Halloween 4 novelization because there's several different ones which we're going to go through.
Yeah,
so that's the first one. Then there's the special limited edition, and on top of that, let's go one further. Behind curtain number 2 is the Ultimate Edition.
I'm shocked this guy wasn't at H45. This guy, he wants a buck.
I reached out to him several times, and he's never answered my. I hit him up on Instant Messenger because I'm friends with him on Facebook, saying, "Look, we're doing because when we were doing the Halloween 4 novelization, I said it'd be super cool if the author came on with us and did the book club." And I bought stuff from him before. I got that H6 original script from him because it was one of the scripts he was given to create a novelization out of H6, which never materialized.
He was very passionate at the few conventions he was at, though.
Yeah,
he did very well selling his books, from what I remember.
Okay, this is I've had this one for years. This is an H4 press kit. And I'm going to say it's a U.S. press kit and you'll see why. So this is it comes with lobby cards. It comes with several different documents with like synopsis, backstory on the people playing and the parts. And then this one I picked up about a year ago. It popped up on eBay, and this guy was in Canada. And I'm like, okay, so it's different because now it's got the Roman numeral on it. Whereas the other one just says, if you look at the other one, it just says Halloween 4.
God, these things have been through a
See?
war.
It was
that one's a much better shape, huh?
Yeah, this one's definitely has some wear on it, but I got
Michael Myers, MEY.
Yeah, it was weird. So it's different. So it came out of I got it from somebody in Canada. So I'm like, oh, I got to get it because it's different, of course. This is a European trade advert that I got because, like I was saying, I guess Darren's gone. I'm pretty sure 4 and 5 were straight to video. They did not appear in the theaters, and I think they came out at the same time.
They said it on, I think, the H25 documentary or the A&E one. 4 did, 5 didn't. 5 was the first one to go straight to video.
Yeah. There's my socks and my Bucky helmet.
Your Bucky.
This I forgot I even had. It's like I should have bought 2 so I can put the stickers on stuff. It's like a little H4 sticker pack that I got at con years ago. These are German lobby cards, which are really cool. They're really it's weird because a lot of the U.S. lobby cards were black and white. All the ones from Europe were like vibrant, like great colors. Look at the Bucky one.
Look at Bucky. Bucky.
How great is that? And of course, we're gonna end on the mask. You got to have the mask from Trick or Treat Studios.
But you know what we should talk about though, Pat. Unless you said it before. Halloween 4 Fright Rags cards coming soon.
Yes.
Very excited about that.
Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Oh, I'm trying to see what says. Stefan saying, I'm trying to listen to the audiobook of Child's Play 3. I didn't even know there's a novelization of it. I got to check that out. Is that on YouTube? Let me know, because once we're finished with the Halloween movies, we're going to start doing like other horror novels.
Yeah, we got those young adult Halloween novels we should hit.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they. So when I got it was like what, 2 years ago, I think, because we were doing the old podcast. I think when I got this, went on eBay one day, and it said it was Nicholas Grabowski. He was selling, I think, it was 4 versions of the H6 script that Daniel Farrens had given him to develop a novelization. And for those that don't know, I think Nicholas Grabowski is kind of on the outs with Trancas and the Accounts, because somehow, some way in the transition, he retained the rights to the H4 novelization. That's why he put out those extra editions.
That's why he's got those other editions. That's right.
Yeah. So I think that, left a bad taste in their mouth, so they probably didn't want anything to do with them. But then he had these scripts, and then about 2 years ago, he put them up on eBay. There was 4 of them. I managed to get 1. Then I said, "Can you do me a favor? Put it down. Send me like almost like a letter of authenticity. Write down the story of how you got that and sign it," which he did. So I have that.
That's cool.
Because I'm like, because people could not necessarily take my word at face value, but if it came from him and he said, "Look, this is exactly what happened," and he told the whole story of how Daniel Farren sent it to him and to develop a novelization, and he signed it and said, "Yep, that's exactly where it came from." So worked out well. Fright Rags never did hard cards for Halloween 2, and it probably never will, because Halloween 2, as you can see, is hoarded out everywhere because Universal has the rights to it. And I'm pretty sure that's why places like Tots, about a month or so ago, they were selling off a lot of H3 and H2 stuff, because I think they're losing the licensing, because I guess somebody at Universal sobered up and said, "Shit, we can make a lot of money
doing it themselves, right?
Doing it themselves." So I think that's why we'll never see it through Fright Rags.
And they got the new trilogy too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take it upstairs.
I know.
Just read a horrendous draft for Halloween 6. A bunch of teenagers trapped Tommy Doyle in a cage for a prank, kick an elderly Loomis before tying. Where did you see that? Was that one of the ones in Taking Shape too? Because I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember that one at all.
I don't remember that one at all. I used to
work
on
Daniel Farrens. Oh, what a nice guy. Right, Pat? We had him on.
Great guy. Lito, we had Daniel Farrens on our old podcast, and he was really, really cool. I should reach out to him again and have him come on this podcast.
We need I'm sure somebody's created the hybrid cut of both versions of 6, and that's probably a fun version.
Yeah. And it's funny because people ask me, "Oh, have you ever bought them?" I go, "With the software I have, I could probably just make my own." And people are like, "Oh, why don't you do it?" I'm like, "Because it's not like I don't know how he gets away with selling it, because it's basically pirating."
Yeah. Oh, the Roy Don guy?
Yeah. I mean, I don't care. Well, more power to him, but I'm just surprised nobody's ever shut him down. But yeah, so that's well, we're still waiting for Joe. So when Joe's on, everybody can yell at him. We show some stuff that Brady sent me. So here's his one sheet. So who is this signed by?
So we got Danielle Harris, Ellie Cornell. We got Sasha Jensen. Dwight Little, the director. Boy, he was great talking to. Alan Howarth. I just had Tom Morga sign at age 45. And George Wilbur's on there too. Am I missing anybody else? No, I didn't. The one Halloween convention I didn't go to is when Bo Star was there. What a bummer.
Was that when Taylor was born?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yes, that was when Taylor was born. So. I should have went. You would have hated me.
Damn kids. And there's the tin. Yeah, and I forgot that damn tin. realized after the fact. I tried to grab everything, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna miss something. Every time I do one of those collectible spotlights where I grab a whole section of stuff, I always miss stuff because there's so much shit here.
There's so much.
You need an inventory.
I actually
does pretty well compared to me.
I started a running inventory, and I got to get back on it, especially because I want to leave it to my son because I know he'll take care of it. My daughter will be selling it for gas for her car.
The H4 cups. So I got 2 of those. I got to give the one to the brother, but I figured I could show it how it's like kind of 2-sided like that.
So who signed the H4 tin?
Just Ellie Cornell.
It's just her.
I think we were talking about that, like when you used to have those Fangoria conventions, like if they had actors that were there for just promotional purposes for a new movie, you got signatures for free. And she was there promoting House of the Dead.
Yeah, I remember the days of getting free signatures on stuff because nobody asked for it. Yeah. Steph's going to. That's okay. I've been drinking since 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to take a bathroom break, especially when I drink Miller Lite, because it's basically drinking water. So I should just drink it in the bathroom so I can just stay there and pee. All right, damn, is definitely selling illegal stuff, but no one seems to care. Yeah, I have no problem with it. But
I bought them. I'm not gonna lie.
But the thing is, like, if I started doing that, I'd be the guy. I'd come home, and then like the FBI would be at my house because
you're the culprit.
I'm the bad guy.
The other thing is that, it's like a framed little shadow box of the Daniel Harris signed clown mask. Oh, that was the back of the tin. Yeah, they made 40,000.
Did you send me that? I didn't see that picture. You didn't send me it.
Just to the left. It was to the left.
See, that. Okay, I thought it was a separate picture.
Little shadow box. Daniel Harris signed clown mask.
That's pretty cool. Who was that? Is that Disco Bloodbath guy that does those? Or is that different?
I believe that's him. Yeah, I got it off of his Etsy account way back when.
Yeah, he sells a lot of that cool stuff. Yeah, so that wasn't Taking Shape because I don't remember that. I've been when we go back and read Taking Shape 2. Well,
there's a lot of H6 versions, isn't there, in that book?
There's a lot.
It's just like all the versions after Resurrection. There's a whole bunch after Resurrection too. Yeah, thank you, Levo. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a long time coming getting all those.
Really? I thought you still couldn't distribute it. I don't know. Things might be different now. I just always remember because back in the day when I was a Kiss collector, we used to trade I used to have a lot of bootleg concerts from the 70s. And I used to have a guy that used to get them for me. He used to own a CD place, and he actually set up a stand at one of the Kiss conventions, and the FBI came in and busted him and arrested him, $15,000 fine, and must put him out of business.
Yeah, you can't profit unless you own a license.
Well, that's how my dad used to sell those Playboys. And he used to work at the printing company with the Playboys. He got the Playboys early.
He's selling Playboys? God
Sold
bless
him early
him.
at a card show. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I knew your dad about the papers.
Well, the papers is another. The papers are so you didn't have to pay for the train.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to distribute it, but if they catch you with one in your home, but you also have a legal copy, there's nothing you can do. Oh, I didn't know that. Nice. Not that I'm going to do it because I got enough shit to worry about.
Lisa, don't worry. I'm not going to jail.
Yeah, for those that don't know, his better half right there is a lawyer. So that's why she's like, yeah, this is how it goes.
Plausible deniability. I won't listen.
So, you know what? I know Joe's hit around 11, so it's about, which is 10 your time. Entertain the troops because the Miller Lite's calling, and then I think we'll start it. He can just pop in.
Yeah, I think we'll start. We'll get it going.
Yeah. All right. Entertain the troops while I pay.
See how I put it to +1 there, Lisa?
What?
So how's everybody's weekend going? Oh, it's not. I felt goose meat.
No, that's why he ran to the washer.
Oh, geez, Stefan, that's a lot of mixture of stuff. I'm kind of concerned about that. Oh, man. If you want to see Michael watch through a window. It's a girl licks melted chocolate. It's Jesus. Travis. Do you try to watch Svengoolie every week, Lito? Yeah, there was nothing better at Flashback Weekend than him and Joe Bob Briggs talking. Because I haven't watched Joe Bob Briggs or even Svengoolie in a long time, but having them both in a panel together talking was pretty damn cool to see them both under one roof talking. Hey, did any of you guys watch the Joe Bob Briggs Drive-In Halloween watch? The episode he had with watching the first Halloween? That was really cool. I don't know what the girl's name is that was on there. Maybe Pat remembers. You remember the girl's name that Joe Bob Briggs has on his show with him? That when she was dressed up like Laurie Strode when we were watching that? I don't know what her name was. You remember her?
What I do? Me?
The girl dressed up as Laurie Strode in the Joe. Diana the mall girl or male girl. Thank you.
Oh yeah, Darcy the male girl. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I admittedly don't watch him as much as I should, but that was a lot of fun.
That was he had some interesting things to say.
I love Svengoolie. I haven't been able to catch Svengoolie because I don't have cable. I don't get the channel. I found a couple of streams where I can watch it. Has he had Gwen Gooley on there yet? There was a woman that was supposed to start doing some stuff with him, and it was called Gwen Gooley. Has she been on there yet? Yeah. And it looked really cool. And okay, so everybody get ready and yell.
Yay!
Oh,
where have you been? No.
Oh, great. If you're getting her getting upset now, Joe.
Oh, I'm so not. I am.
Joe.
Hello. I have to say hello to the lady first. Hello, dear. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. Had a long day, and I was just super excited to finally make it here and see you all. It's good to see y'all. Hello, other guys. Hello, other people.
He's like, yeah, those fucking guys.
It's your makeup age 45 appearance, Lisa.
Oh man, how's everybody's day? Pretty good.
I've been looking forward to this. That's what I'll say. I've been very excited.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
was
agree.
busy practicing all day long because we're playing a Halloween party. I had to learn the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
Now,
it
we're
was
all-
a very viat smash. The monster.
We're definitely all fans of the sequel, but Joe's a real big fan of this one.
Oh, I
Yes,
love
so-
it.
Tattoo.
We managed to stall for an entire hour for you, young man.
I am extremely impressed. I was listening on the way over here, the drive back home, and I was like, man, they really do know how to feel pretty good.
Young man.
So Gwen Gooley is on here. I have to check it out, Lita. I guess I really liked her. She was a lot of fun. I saw some promos with her. Easy on the eyes, but she seemed cool as hell too, which is nice.
She was
I love
drinking
some
Lone
Gooley.
Star beer with him. That was pretty cool.
Doesn't make her a bad person.
You know who was extremely nice and easy on the eyes? Elvira.
Oh yeah,
Always to
Honey.
this day still is.
Sweetest person. Oh my goodness.
Miss
Yeah.
Cassandra.
Mhm.
Miss Cassandra. Oh,
Long
my
time
God.
ago, my uncle and I went.
Cassandra Peterson.
Yeah.
You. If Lito's in here, you know his wife does a cosplay. She was on
Yeah,
our show.
that's
Oh,
right.
she was on. Yeah. We'll go back and
Yeah.
watch that. Yeah.
That's right.
So, admittedly, we're not doing the regular. Oh God, what the hell was the guy's name that did the Monster Mash?
That's right. Oh, hey guys. Hey Lito. Hey
Boris
Stefan.
something or other. So we're actually doing the Misfits version, so it's a heavier version, thankfully.
Oh, cool.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
we're doing Misfits version, and we're doing what the hell is it, Scary Skeletons?
Yeah, man, y'all must really get down there, Pat. Dang.
It was funny because I was practicing today. That's why I sent you guys the video. I was like, you know what? I should learn our theme song. I did.
Yeah,
You
that
should-
was pretty cool.
You should record it and put that as the intro, man. That'd be dope. Doom, 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 doom,
I was like, you know what? I
doom,
don't
doom.
think I've ever sat down and tried to learn how to play. It was just it's easy as hell. But I was like, oh shit! I'm like, I should try it. Hold on a second. Where the hell did I put it?
That is awesome.
Okay, charge cord. Got to get the charge cord going before we
Don't
start.
be down yet because we're gonna get started. Sorry guys for the delay.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, yell at Joe.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Where were you, young
Come
man?
on, get out. Come on.
You need to learn how to be punctual.
We're always late.
Let's see.
Darren was even here earlier, so he must have said, "Fuck this, it's too late."
Those are words that men never want to hear.
Well, what time is it?
Yeah,
there,
spooky
Darren?
scare. I
Probably
had to learn how to play it on the guitar today.
Darren's probably getting ready to have breakfast. Right?
Oh God.
Yeah, seriously. So you figure it's 11 o'clock here, it's 10 o'clock there. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 o'clock from my time. So
Question.
it's 3 o'clock, you guys.
What's H4 playing on? Shutter or what?
I'm watching on
That's
Shudder.
what I'm watching it on.
Yeah, I'm
Shudder?
watching on Shutter.
Yeah, I like Shutter because I think you can cast. So let me go to Shutter.
All right, so guys, so today I was practicing because we got hired to play a Halloween party next week. So I sent the boys this today. Looking forward to tonight, boys.
Now we need a little cowbell in there, and then the three of you to put Michael Myers masks on and kind of like.
Would you believe me if Pat just learned how to play guitar yesterday?
I love it. That sounded really good, man.
Dude, it was awesome. I'm sitting there. I'm walking out of the soccer game, right? I'm like, what?
He's like,
people are always like, "Did you write that?" I'm like, "No, it's part of when you get licensing for certain programs I have. There's certain license-free music you can use, and I found that one because I liked it.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Pat, is that you playing?" I'm like, "No, I've never actually sat down, but today I was practicing, getting ready for this part. Well, actually, I'm practicing tomorrow with the band tomorrow morning, so I'm like just trying to warm up." And I'm like, I never sat down and learned that. So the other thing I do, the intro for my videos, is another one I got to learn. So maybe I'll do that. I'll fuck around.
You see what Ryan said?
slash, what is there? I'm like Joe Satriani now. Did you see Joe Satriani always had hair? Now he just shaves his head.
You should have worn the Bucky hat filming that.
I should have worn the Bucky hat. Yeah. Oh man! Let's get this started so we can chat because it's already an hour. Come on. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm watching it on Shudder, and I believe everybody else that's on this group here is watching it on Shudder. Yes. So wherever you're watching it, let's get it all. Let me get it set up. I just had it up here.
This one's very simple because it shows the date right away. That's how you know.
And the best intro to a Halloween movie, in my opinion, of the entire franchise.
I would not even argue that. I would know that
too. Yes. It's spooky season. You get that really dark, ominous vibe. It's real like silent and it's eerie. It's the best.
That's a sweep. That's what you call a sweep. We call that our podcast.
We'll do a countdown from
Pull
3.
Out the brooms. Pull out the
1, 2, 3, play.
Play so we can see October 30th, 1988.
30th.
Mustafa Akkad, the grandfather of horror.
I was 16 years old.
That mailbox is cool, though. You see that?
So for those that don't know, we
Friday the 13th movie.
We talked about it. We talked about it, I think, on the last week's podcast. So what we're trying to plan for, maybe if it's good with you guys, maybe early spring next year, a trip to Salt Lake City to visit the 4, 5, and 6 locations and make it like a little mini convention. To say, look, we're all staying at this hotel. Whoever wants to come, just meet us there.
Let's see where the schedule holds it.
Dude, that would be really fun, man. I've never been up that way, so I bet you it's real nice up there.
I've never been there. It'd be fun.
Kathleen Kinmont, Sasha Jensen.
No, I'm watching it on Shudder. So is Joe and Brett and Lisa. We're watching it all on Shudder. I think you can watch it on AMC Plus too if you have AMC Plus.
Yeah. Today AMC had was it Michael versus Everyone? So they did first thing in the morning. They started playing H4.
And you were watching 5 at work, you little girl.
Yeah. They played 4, 5. Then they went to 1, 2, and then H2O today. And then I stopped.
Oh yeah, so if we plan it, Lito, you gotta meet us up. It's only 6 hours to Salt Lake City from LA. Really?
Wow, that seems about right. No,
is that about right? Look, guys, when it comes to geography, if it wasn't for GPS, I wouldn't be home right now. I'd still be lost.
And that Alan McElroy, right, Pat? He had to finish the script before the writer's strike happened. That was the big thing with this movie, if I remember right.
Right, and it just goes to show you how quickly he put this together and how good it was for what he put together in a short period of time.
Ridgemont Federal Sanitarium.
Paul Freeman went on to direct what? 4, 5, and 6? I think he just did. Did he do stuff after that?
He did a lot of stuff for them. I don't think he's involved with Trancas anymore, though.
No.
So that's the guy they said died.
Took over. Who was the guy that just took that? I was talking to him at the convention. I think he took over his position.
Ryan Freeman?
I think he's down there. All right.
Is it
the
Ryan
guy
Freeman?
who was with Malik?
Yeah, I think he took over for Paul Freeman. Different last name, so there's no relation.
Freiman.
Right, they're spelled differently, so there's no relation.
Freiman.
Now, Joe, I think you were just trying to say this guy did pass away, I guess, within the last.
Yeah, he passed away, about a week or so ago?
Dang.
Do you remember this guy with the in Lethal Weapon 2 with
ain't got nothing to do with this place?
Yeah.
With the nail gun?
That's him. That's right.
Yeah.
He makes me want to buy a rubber right now. That part in Lethal Weapon 2 is hilarious.
Yeah, like
Whenever
a snaggle
Travis sees the
tooth in this
intro,
one.
he expects to see Michael kick open an outhouse door as All Star by Spencer Mills.
Stupid.
Yeah, fucking house movies and Michael
Interesting
survived.
fact: H4 has the dudette from the toy store in Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah, Smitty, that's right. You know what I do? I give props to the burning on Michael's hands in this film.
Great stuff, Joe.
Oh yeah, that's right. I had to read it again. Yeah. The woman right here is the one from the toy store, Iris Toys in Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh, okay.
I always thought it was crazy they didn't do that in H2O. Like all of a sudden he had like plastic surgery done or something.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's funny. So they have him like in the dungeon, but then there's like medical equipment and a ventilator and like hospital beds and like it's behind bars and it looks very Halloween 6-ish, doesn't it? Halloween 6-ish. I guess.
Well, yeah. Well, then Part 5 not only has Don Shanks in it from Silent Night, Deadly Night. Barry Kicks Ass is Linnea Quigley's boyfriend.
Oh wow.
Who gets killed in Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Trash.
So there's 3 people in 4 and 5 that are in the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise.
So can I tell you what I did to my brother with this, Lisa?
Oh,
when this guy pops up on the screen, I'm like, Drago's the most perfectly trained athlete. 7 years old.
That does not surprise me.
Yes.
If you look at our son, that does not surprise me.
I love it.
Yes, insult us.
That's what Michael hits.
Most typical rude behavior.
And from this antagonistic propaganda, whatever the hell he said. We go.
That's right. How many guys are in a Halloween
There's a lot of
Rocky
other
movie?
backstory stuff in
Okay.
Taking shape in H4.
The fact that we have video of our little ones who are now 8 and almost 9, almost 10, when they're about 3 or 4, dun dun da da dun da dun da dun, that would come on, and they'd start running around the house like they were training like Rocky.
Hey man, give a shout out to the Burt Young. It was so sad to hear him pass away.
Yeah.
That was a bummer,
Paulie.
dude.
Hey, Joe, Paulie was a Navy veteran.
He was, man. And you know what? I love my favorite line from him is like, "I don't sweat you." Remember that? He's like, "I'll sweat you." That's one thing about Paulie. He did not care. He was not scared of anything.
I still love the scene in Back to School. When they're going to register for classes and it's really bad, and they look over and they was like, "Who's that?" And they all run outside it, and he's sitting there holding the sign that says Springsteen.
yeah, that's right. But we watched.
And he's like, "Where is he?" He's like, "I don't know. I was just told to come here."
We watched with Colin Murdy, Amityville 2: The Possession, and he was really effective in that.
Oh yeah.
Burt Young. Whew.
I always think of Darkman when I see Michael Myers.
Yeah,
always.
Mummy Myers.
Yeah, Mummy Myers.
Bandage Myers. But we wish we would have saw more Bandage Myers. We all talked about it.
We need a Bandage Myers figure.
It's creepy as hell. Yeah, exactly. Let's get a figure, or at least Todd's come. I'm surprised when Todd's came out with the H4 figure, didn't have a detachable head, but one of them was bandaged.
Bam.
Oh, that's a great kill. See, his hands are like purple and yellowish and all like, oh, that's great.
It's like going from that to like, oh, look, little pretty girl on
I know.
with her doggy watching the rain.
How many dogs have we said Myers has killed? He's going to kill this dog. They're not going to show it.
I know.
They
That's
show
such
Lester.
It's a cute puppy. It's a cute puppy.
That's a Dabby. It's probably a golden.
Aww.
I just found it interesting how they show the ambulance in the street here.
Oh yeah,
which was weird. Yeah, because this is supposed to be a dream sequence, and people never realize that. It's like, well, yeah, she woke up in the closet. You knew it was a dream sequence.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that I love you any less.
Yeah, Bert died like days before they made the announcement. Like the day death.
Yeah, he was dead for a few days.
Or something.
On the 8th, right?
Yeah,
they like to keep things under wraps.
well, it's family's
private.
privacy.
Yeah.
Respect that.
Yeah. Like even when I saw what's his name? Sylvester, he put something out late. He didn't find out till late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Or he found out and they asked like, hey, we're not releasing it to the public.
Don't put it out. Yeah, I can see that.
We'll announce it on this day. Keep your mouth shut until then.
It was an interesting time, even though we're watching our Halloween here. But yeah, Burt Young and Burgess Meredith were both nominated for Best Supporting Actors. They were competing to win an award.
That's awesome. That
Yeah,
is awesome.
sure.
You don't
That
see
just
that
shows
often
you-
for the same movie.
Yeah, that shows you how awesome that film really was, man.
Impactful.
Yeah, man. It was great.
And Rocky collectors are worse than Halloween collectors. I don't even want to get started on
I
it.
believe it, man. I believe it.
There's toxicity in every fandom, unfortunately.
Yes, there is.
There's good
Especially,
people and bad people in this world.
Yes, in Halloween, me, I'm a big
Yeah.
Kiss fan. I follow all the Kiss stuff, and there's just as many toxic people in Kiss. It's like seriously, it's like, guys, this is all for fun.
It's a
Halloween,
chill out.
dog eat dog world, man.
Yeah,
Halloween is the Star Wars of horror.
best
It
joke,
is.
best job joke. I read when I went to go sit for the bar exam, and
Look at the Jamie Lee picture.
someone had been saving this just joke calendar, those once a day jokes.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, underneath, a family member sent it to me. They just slid it on my door the morning I was going to go downtown and take the bar, and it says, "What's the difference between a liar and a lawyer?" The pronunciation.
That's right. That's right.
A lawyer is one of the only occupations where plagiarizing is allowed. Everything I
That's
taught you in
nuts.
school, don't do. Find a previous case, go with that one.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I
It's like-
believe
Show your work. Here's my work right here.
Look at this way. If
Yeah.
you're a
Already
defense
done.
attorney, you're trying to get a guy off for something they did when you know they did it, but your job is to get them off. Whether they
See,
did it
that
or
was
not.
that was my issue. I couldn't be a defense attorney knowing I helped get someone out of what? Yes, I don't need the microphone. I'm loud enough as it is. Personally, it's like, oh man, if I knew someone was guilty, that wouldn't sit right with me. Or if I was
I couldn't do it
on the
either.
plaintiff
Yeah.
side and you getting someone put in jail when you know or find out later that they're not guilty, that just no. I stayed away from criminal law.
Yeah, I wish that it was more like, liar, liar. That I wanted to become a lawyer, but then I realized it was just all bullshit. Yeah, no.
Yep.
But
Yeah. Average case takes 4 years to get to the courtroom. So if you think it's all that drama,
4
Travis,
years.
would you like
Oh, yeah.
Rocky 5 if Rocky would have died? Because that's what was supposed to happen.
Yeah, like when the Godfather, it's like they were all vying. When the Godfather films, they took over the Academy Awards, so they were all vying for it.
Oh yeah. We have a special guest with us. Oh, hi, my honey. Say hi. A regular guest.
What happened to your better half, Joe? I thought she was hanging out. Oh, there
She's
she
right
is.
here.
Yay.
So hold on. I gotta remove the headphones. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me change the settings. Audio. Let's go.
Oh, there's a scene where Michael pops up and he looks like Ronald McDonald without makeup.
slow motion, running.
I swear, I think the stepfather was like drunk in the bed still. or
Can y'all
something.
hear us? There we go. Can y'all hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You can't
All
kill
right.
Rocky, Lito.
It'll
That's
focus.
what
Though. I know
happened.
it's blurry, but it's focus. It's trying to figure out who to focus on, you or me.
Oh.
Like Mustafa said, you cannot kill Michael Myers. Well, you know what? You can't kill Rocky either.
MB, how the hell are you?
Good. How are y'all?
Good.
Fantastic.
Man, I would just like.
Now I feel naked because my wife went to bed. I'm like, seriously?
Wait a minute.
I
I dealt with that for 3 days in California. Okay, come on, please.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
true.
It's all
Brett was solo.
alone.
I feel bad because I'm sitting here and I've just had the realization that I took my shoes off after a long work day, and I'm like, something smells here. That's my feet. I'm like,
Russ, your feet.
oh, that's my feet.
Like layers.
You want me to turn that off?
Hey, Alec, what's going on? Welcome.
Hi, Alec.
So we're here. So we're right now. We're at. I'm at 12 minutes and 20 seconds timestamp.
You know,
You want to like her for a
Now, let
daughter?
me-
That's what I.
now,
That's,
we have females here. What are with these hairstyles in the 80s? Come on.
Oh,
look at
don't
this
get me
mom.
started.
Oh.
No, like the big poof thing. No, I'd never. My cousin did that. She'd take a whole bottle of like Aquanet and she'd do the whole
Aquanet.
big
Oh my
Hey.
god. But it's
curl
the
Oh,
bangs.
all right. So one of these days,
Instead
I'll
of
show
Xavier
my wife-
Diaz, and there's
I'll show
something
you
about
pictures
Mary.
of my wife and her friends in high school in the 80s. It was like,
I love
It's
it.
like
Oh,
they just
you
pulled it up,
teased
like-
it. Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
And
And
I'm
my
like,
hair was
doing
too
that, can you
thick back
feel the
then.
ozone layer just going away. It's like,
Yeah.
She's on
Back
a
in the day
diet.
for the
She's having the
guys, what was
biggest
that
thing in
old school
carbs ever.
gel? It was like LA gel or something. LA. something.
LA.
Oh, it was dip.
It's
no.
dip. It was like
When I
LA.
was
I remember
when I was
Dip.
in high school, it was called
Oh.
dip.
No, it was
Not LA
They made the
gear.
shoes. LA Gear. That was the shoes.
Yeah, it was the shoes, but it was like LA something. LA
Gel or
style.
something,
LA
yeah.
style or some shit.
Yeah.
oh,
But I remember always having that in the restroom. There was always a bottle of it. Always. You just and put that in your hair.
Speaking
always
of your
texting
wife,
me.
Pat, I did take pictures of like the cards all over like the main lobby of every floor.
Oh, God.
Took,
Dude,
like,
my wife
3
was
of
my
them.
best promotional person the whole time we were there.
Listen,
Oh,
those
Kathy was so
housekeepers
much
were
fun.
probably super annoyed because I kept going behind her and putting some more.
Yeah. They were like looking at us and they were like giving us the ugly eye and stuff. I was like, oh, shut up.
Well, yeah, because Joe Mary Beth got back early. Pat and I are still on the bus. Pat's dying to get back. Oh, I gotta get to the
We gotta get to the bar. We gotta get to the bar.
Oh, man.
Listen, the bar was
I
fun.
didn't see that.
Oh,
Did
it
you see
was.
this? Brett, did you see there was a different Tommy's autograph? And he rested
Yes,
his-
it's on YouTube. If any of you
Okay.
guys want to see it, there's the work print of Rocky 5. It should still be on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
oh, Donald.
No, my wife has not.
I've never
I
heard
don't
you
think
get excited about him before.
She's
Wow.
not shown. She's not. She has not been on this yet. No,
That's awesome.
I'll get
No,
her
it's
on.
the first time you see him. Please, you are all about the Donald Pleasance.
I still am.
I know.
You would have been 100 before.
I know. In the game, you wanted to beat. You want to beat Donald Pleasance.
Because we all got our Trick or Treat Studios game, right? You can play him. I'm very excited.
Yes. It looks awesome. It's big, too. I didn't realize anything was going to be that big.
Can you imagine if you connected Rocky with this and then Dr. Loomis is in Rocky's
You
corner
let them
with
take it
Paulie
out
and
of
Floyd?
here.
Sorry, I'm just being
He's like,
You're
knock him
trying to
out.
bring everything into a Brett universe. I love that.
He's
That's
like,
so
do
sweet.
it. Do it. Do it now. Get out now.
Hey, the way
Do
Rocky
that.
takes the beating, it's as unrealistic as Halloween. So it's okay.
Especially from the Russian with an IQ of God knows what, MIT grad and all that.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, they make the Russians the cheaters, you know. I love hearts on fire. It's like USA's were nothing but clean and pure training, and like that was a little foul, but
Travis, I hope they show it one day officially. Yeah, it's a good point. There's a lot of different stuff about it. You'll be back.
And get the kids there. For two.
Don't stay up there.
I'm not going to skip.
You've been a great guest. We still
Yeah.
need you.
Sorry, the kids need their fruit. I cut up fruit for them every night, so I
They
gotta
see
take
me
it.
doing on the watch
I
along.
just
Okay.
saw Brett
Right,
put
Pat?
Brett Patrick +1.
I remember the days when we did all this stuff for the kids. Now I'm just like, all right, guys, when are you getting out? My daughter's texting me because she's at her friend's house and she's staying over. My son's at college, so it's a beautiful thing.
Right.
I just have
It's
two annoying
beautiful.
puppies to deal with.
I've dealt with that for more than a decade.
Like they just put a big freaking sticker on the side of that car door, don't they?
I was just gonna say that the Ridgemont sticker. Yeah.
I bet you if you look at it really close, there's like creases all over it. So where were you guys out and about? You guys were having a good evening already?
Yeah, so MB, there was a bridal shower. So some
Okay.
co-workers of MB's, they threw her or us a bridal shower.
Mhm.
So I started at 5, but then I didn't get off of work till 6. So then I hightailed over there. So I got there like around 7, and then we were there,
Mhm.
and then lost track of time. Of course, all the hens were cackling.
You're like, that's it.
Yeah,
No, Joe. Oh my gosh. So the lady who was hosting, her name is Beatrice, and she is just wonderful. She's like the type that's everybody's mother. And so she fed Joe, and Joe said, "I'm home now."
uh-huh.
And I didn't know when we
Uh-huh.
were gonna leave.
She had some great food, man, and
You
everything
have
was
no
great.
idea.
It was super.
Dude,
nice.
I have to go back and watch that later. I remember watching Spider-Man in the 70s. I don't. Well, it's been. I probably the last time I saw it was probably in the 70s. I don't remember that. I have to go back and check that out. That's
Yeah,
pretty
Michael
cool.
Pataki, he's been in other stuff.
He's been around. Yeah.
A lot of this, if you've noticed, if you look up a lot of these people that were in Halloween, at least 4 and 5, I don't know about 6. A lot of Salt Lake City people, like Don Shanks is Salt Lake City.
They're all local
They
people.
were
Yeah.
shot here. Yeah.
Michael could have been
Right.
thrown from the bus.
You talk about him as if he was a mortal man. Oh, human being.
We needed more Dr. Hoffman.
See
but I'm
that
just
that
biased.
scarring that from this point on, that scarring on his face looks so much better than the fried egg.
Then the
I
fried
swear,
egg. Yeah.
he looks
Yeah.
like half Freddy Krueger right there, right?
Yeah, that one's the better one.
It's a 4-hour drive.
You see how he rolled his eyes? I'm sure I will.
Sure I will.
God, I miss that, man. Oh, you don't like that 70s show, Lito? Oh, God, I love that 70s show because that was me and my friends in school. Big
I
time.
guess you know what how our name of our show is.
As you can tell, everything that's on my channel is that.
What?
I was big that 70s.
Yeah,
fan.
little guy.
Tom Morga, right? He's in
Yeah.
the bandages.
You and I went up to him together, I think, Joe, or next to each other.
Yeah. So he was a nice man, even though he wanted to cop a feel with MB's hair.
Made a fortune.
Oh,
in
the
prison.
70s. Oh, the
Oh,
70s
God.
Spider-Man. Yeah,
He was
that's
nice.
why it was very forgettable. You know what it was? They tried to make it like the Hulk because the Hulk was really good. It was popular. Every Friday night I used to watch the Hulk, and then I'd watch. Actually, no, it was Dukes of Hazzard first, and then the
Oh.
Hulk on Friday
You want to
nights.
tell them about the Hulk with us?
You can.
We binge watched the Hulk part of the time in Fiji on our honeymoon after hours.
It almost sounded like you just. It almost sounded like Brett just said we bitch watched it.
I thought
Binge watch it.
Didn't
thought
it
he
sound like
did
that? I was like, what?
But then I thought about it. I was like, Brett doesn't cuss like that, so nah, he didn't say that.
Yeah.
No curse like that.
No, I cussed like that.
Yeah.
But no, that's what we did because
My girl.
the first place we stayed at, the only place that there was quote the internet and a television was in like the rec room area, your individual like.
Tony Robbins, the
Berets.
motivational
Mhm.
speaker, his resort.
And
Nice.
there was no alarm clocks. You woke up by the beating of a drum. It was
Really?
relaxing. Loved it. And the second place we had,
Discovered papaya there.
Yeah.
Never had papaya before.
and the second place,
Really?
it had a television, but it wasn't like live television. It was here's a library of DVDs. So we binge watched the Hulk.
That's
It was
awesome.
like European vacation. You want to watch snow or cheese?
I almost thought I saw Loomis almost trip and almost nail that hook in the face. It would be like, oh god.
I had a question. Like whenever he first got there and he was asking for help, did he want some like serviceman to come pump his gas or something? Is that what he was asking for?
Well, no. Remember,
I don't think the pump was working, right?
He was it was working. He was going to pay.
Going to pay.
Oh, okay.
And this right
And
here,
then-
Easter egg right here. Look at the woman laying behind there. Who was that?
Who was that?
That is Bobby Brady's wife, Mike Lookinland's wife, because Mike Lookinland was a PA on this film with
Oh, wow.
Malika Cod.
Don't smash my rotary phone like
So
that.
that's his wife. Whatever Lookinland, but yeah, Bobby Brady from the Brady Bunch.
Oh wow.
Look at that picture of Lincoln. This is a cool shot.
Well, that's
And that's
so-
cool because
That's
he's looking with the linking picture like they're both like the picture of Lloyd Bridges and Airplane when he's like this, and the picture behind him is the same pose.
Did you notice that little movement by Michael when they're doing the zoom in of him and he sees him? Look what he does with his hands. It's like he just put the coveralls on and he's like stretching his hand out. Did you see that?
I did not.
It's a very subtle movement, but he kind of like stretches his hands out like, yeah, I got my uniform on.
That would have been cool.
It was a subtle little thing. I've never seen that before.
Definitely, I could see that. The only thing, the best part of Kills is the flashback. Then when you get to the hospital, I just go fast forward, fast forward it, fast forward it.
Loomis was smarter this time around. He went away from the 6-shooter or the Smith and Wesson. He
Yeah.
finally went with
He did upgrade.
he went with a Beretta or whatever the hell he went with.
Lilo is going to make up for Brett's lack of cursing. Don't worry. Fuck shit.
There,
ass
there he
bitch.
is.
That's like, it's an Italian thing. It's funny. Like my father did not curse. My mother did. Mostly in Italian, but she cursed.
Yeah.
Her and my
I
grandmother.
cursed. She doesn't like to curse.
I curse.
I
sometimes.
curse.
I curse. My mom's
We
got
curse at each other.
the worst
So-
potty
so-
mouth.
Funny
Oh,
story.
my mother
so-
used to. My mom used to say I had a mouth like a truck driver because
Oh yeah.
My
Yeah,
mom
well-
says my daddy was a sailor, so
No, all the Italian women cursed, and like my father was Irish. He honestly didn't curse. So we were at I forget where we were. It was somebody's christening, and my aunt Catherine, which is like my great aunt, my grandfather's sister. So we're sitting there, and my wife used to get the biggest kick out of her. And she'd just sit there, and every other word out of her mouth was like, fuck this, fuck that. And this woman's like
Yeah.
75, 80 years old. And then I guess she sensed the look on my wife's face of like, holy shit. And then she's like, I apologize. She's like, I curse a lot. She's like, I just love to curse. It makes me feel good inside when I curse. And my wife's like, I love your Aunt Catherine.
awesome.
I love her.
it's therapeutic.
I the way I look
It
at
is, it
if
is.
I don't like people who police themselves about cursing. If it comes out of you, it was meant to come out. So just roll with it, man. You're like, oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. Like, don't do that. Don't apologize. Just let it go and move on to the next one, you know?
You imagine what happened to her right there if that were to happen to our son? We would be getting called right away because he would have destroyed every one of those kids.
Colton would have been Colton put his entire class in the ER because they made fun of him and he just went apeshit on them.
Oh, he's like Terrence.
Hilarious.
Terrence, we got a call one day from Terrence's school when he was real young, probably like 3rd or 4th grade, because he went all Ralphie from fucking Christmas Story.
Started wailing down, right?
Some kid like came and like knocked his lunch over and broke his balls, and he just jumped on him and just like, went full blown Ralphie.
Son of a
Just beat the shit. We
Yeah,
go there.
everybody's like, oh,
I get a phone call. I'm like, my son? He's like, I'm like, he got in a fight. And I'm like, he was the type of person, if you provoked him enough, he just went Ralphie.
Went crazy, right?
And then the thing that sucked is that year, because Terrence, you guys know he's very, very smart. And he was getting perfect attendance that year, and he was getting all these other awards. And certain awards they weren't giving him because it didn't make a difference that he didn't instigate it. Their school policy still was both get suspended.
Both get punished.
of course.
They both get
yeah.
punished. And they said, look, we know he didn't start the problem. He's never been. He's a good student. We understand that, but it's just policy. And I'm like, fine, as long as it doesn't affect him, he's not missing anything, that's fine. I get it. So he didn't get these awards. We go up after the award ceremony, go up to the vice principal, like, what the hell? He was supposed to get this. And he's like, he didn't? I'm like, no. We went to the office, and it's computer generated stuff. So it saw he was suspended and disqualified him for certain awards. And I'm like, let me get this straight. My son defended himself. He's got all these academic awards coming to him, and he's being punished for that?
What the hell?
But to the principal's credit, he's like, Mr. Ring, I apologize. I'll straighten this all out. He's like, he's going to get all the awards he deserves, because he's like, I know who your son is. He's a good student. He wouldn't have caused any problems. He's never had in the past. So obviously the awards ceremony had come and gone. So there's never that moment for him to go up there and get those awards. But the next morning they do like the morning announcements, and he announced the awards that Terrence was supposed to get. And said this, he was supposed to get these awards. It was our oversight. Super nice guy. The principal, he's since retired. And but it was funny. He like Kathy calls me at work. She's like, you need to come home. Your son's been in a fight. I go, Terrence? She's like, and she's like, he went ape shit all Ralphie from Christmas Story on somebody. I'm like, all right.
We're just defending himself. Fuck it.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, schools are some schools. Like I love our school, but my sister's at a school where the teacher terrorized my nephew to the point where they moved schools and moved out by us.
Oh, wow.
That's how bad the school was.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
some places are like that, and I tell people that story. They're like, "Wow, that's a good school system that they actually stood behind your son," because they could have just said, "Screw it, you got in a fight."
Mm-hmm.
But the guys looked, and he's like, "No, I know who your son is. He's a very smart kid. He's in all AP classes. He's not causing any problems."
That's him.
And I said, "No, he was just defending himself." I go, my wife and I told both our kids years ago, I said, somebody starts with you, have our permission to beat the shit out of them. And if the school says anything, let them come talk to me and my wife.
Yep.
I go, if I find out you started it, that's a different story.
Yep. They start it, you finish it.
Yeah.
Before we forget, we should say the girl that was in the car driving them, that's supposedly Lindsay Wallace, right?
Supposed to be Lindsay Wallace. Yeah, as we're talking over the whole movie.
Really?
I apologize. I do.
No, it's
So
a group of all of us just going off subject. That's just how it goes with us.
That's the
We're all
beautiful
buddies.
thing
so
about this electron.
timestamp is what 27 minutes and 34 seconds. She's making
Mm-hmm.
out with Brady. She's about to tell Brady that she can't hang out tonight, so he's gonna be like, "All right, screw you. I'm gonna go bang Kathleen Kitmont."
You remember
The
him
next
from-
available thing with
You remember
tits
him
and
from
legs.
Dazed and Confused?
Yeah, what a dick.
Yes.
Well, some of the funniest
Don't
stuff
get angry.
when he was announced for H45, they spelled his first name wrong on the internet. And we
Sam's got the whole
went
thing
to
there. That was
town on it.
that
I
was
think
my-
Frank and Dare did a better job. I forgot how they spelled
Sadly,
it.
it's like the NFL. They always punish the guy who defends himself after being provoked. It's true. Yeah. And you know what? I don't agree with it because, there's always
No.
somebody. They just need to like police it a little bit better and find out. Like,
That's
if
right.
both kids are troublemakers. All right, then punish them. But they knew my son, and I'm not saying my son's perfect, but you guys know my son. He's not a troublemaker. He'll defend himself. He'll beat the shit out of somebody, but he will never start a fight. He'll be the first person to jump in and help somebody in a fight. And but to the school's credit, and that's why it's a good school system that they actually stood behind him and said, no, that's not right, and they did correct it.
That's right. Shout out to Eric Preston, my
Yes.
guy.
Lisa,
Yes, it's your buddy.
Joe, I want you to tell Lisa the story about this.
I'll tell the story
About Eric Preston, Joe. What happened at age 45?
Oh, yeah,
That was who
so
played the boy.
Eric
in the mirror.
Preston-
Oh, the mirror guy. Okay.
Yeah, we saw he's in the movie for like a brief second, but I was excited to meet him for the first time at age 45. I met him and was chatting, and I got a signed photo of him in the costume. It's one of my favorite things, and I just totally forgot about my photo. I just left it there, and I just went about my day, and I guess I forgot about it. The whole thing ends and everything, and then I saw him on Facebook, and I was like, oh, let me add him as a friend, because like. It was like, all right, he didn't have that many friends on there, but it was like Sean and a bunch of other people. So it's got to be legit. So he added me, and then he sent me a message, and then he was like, hey, Joe, I was looking for you. I was like, I signed your photo, but you left it. He's like, give me your address and I'll mail it to you. And I'm like, okay, sounds kind of weird, but yeah, I'll go with it. So I give him my address. He ships it that next day. It was like that evening that he shipped it out the next day. It got to me in about 2 days. And it was my signed photo. And he even did like a return label, Haddonfield, Illinois, and everything like that. Like it was really gnarly, man. Like to have one of the guys play Michael Myers. It was kind of cool, man. Super cool.
Travis, look at this one. Travis says when he was in private school, Eric Johnson always took drinks from people's bags during class. So he smacked him in the head with the Bible and never got in trouble.
What? Travis again.
Sounds like some Napoleon Dynamite shit right there.
Travis needs his own show. He really does.
Oh, you should. My nephew was in a private school, and the shit that these other kids whose parents donated a lot of moolah to got away with freaking murder.
Oh yeah.
I mean, one kid tried to stab my nephew in the eye with an icicle, and they said it was my nephew's fault for like running around and playing.
Oh, bro.
And this motion had nothing to do with it.
Nope. Because that little boy's mommy and daddy donated the new playground, so their angel couldn't have possibly have done that.
And I would have to go ahead and donate an ass whooping to that kid.
Kidding.
I don't know if I ever told you guys. I don't know if I ever told you guys the story. So I was a scoutmaster for the scouts here, and Terrence is an Eagle Scout. So I'm at work one day. My wife calls me hysterical crying. She's like, somebody wants to kill Terrence. And I'm like, what? I'm at work. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, they're sending him home and two other kids because some kid threatened to kill him. I go, why? Terrence has no enemies. He gets along with everybody. So I go, look, I have to leave work. I got to go home. There's a problem at home. So I come home. My wife is hysterical. She's freaking out thinking that some kid wants to kill our son. So they call Terrence and two other kids to the office, and they say, do you know this kid, Mark? And he's got this list that he had, and they thought it was like a hit list of kids that he wanted to kill.
Cut it out.
So my son and his friend Ronald, who his friend Ronald's one of my Eagle Scouts too. Like they grew up together, like best friends, and they both look at each other like, Mark? Yeah, we know who you're talking about. Why? And they're like, he's not trying to kill anybody. What are you talking? Because both my son and friend were like, what are you talking about? And he was like writing a list of all his best friends and everything, but some dopey kid in class thought he was writing this kill list.
Oh
And
god.
of course, teachers have to take everything seriously now, which I get.
The post Columbine era.
I got
like,
man.
We go to the school. We're talking to the principal. I'm like, you had my wife in hysterics, thinking that somebody wanted to kill my son. Why didn't you talk to them before you called us and told us this? Because they were both like, it's Mark. We know Mark. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with him. He's a little out there, but he's like one of our scout friends. He's actually the son of the bass player in my band. That's how well I know him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's I don't know.
But like my wife, she was like a wreck. She's like, who wants to kill our son? She's like, I'm like, don't worry about it. We'll figure this out. Then when we call the school, they're like, oh, we apologize. I said, yeah, why don't you guys investigate all this before you call my wife and send her into a panic that somebody's trying to kill my son?
Yeah, that's a bit rough, man.
That was crazy. I almost forgot about that. If Terrence is here, he'll tell you about it. He'll tell you the story that him and his friend Ronald were there, and as soon as they were talking about what was going on, they both looked at each other and said, Mark. Because he was because he was a goofball, crazy kid, but very harmless. The type of kid that would stand behind you, not go after you. But it was funny. They both just looked. He's like, Pat. He's like, Dad. I looked at Ronald. We just both said, it's got to be Mark.
No, I remember one stupid story that I had happen to myself. I remember I was sick one day, and I had a bad headache, and my mom said take some aspirin with you to school. So I took like some Advil and I put it in a plastic baggie. And I put it in my pocket in the back of my backpack. So I'm in class and I took the pills out and I took one and I drank it. And the teacher was like, what do you have there, young man? I'm like, some Tylenol. She's like, come here. So she confiscated the bag. 30 minutes later, there's the principal, a police officer at the fucking front door. And they call me to the front. And they're like, all right, can we see your locker? And I'm like, what? I was like, yeah, can we see your locker? Are you not wanting to show your locker? I'm like, no, I take them to the locker. And so they open my locker, they go through my stuff, they don't find anything. They're like, where did you get these drugs? They said.
My
mom.
I'm like, they're aspirin.
Mom buys them for me.
Well, apparently there was some kids going around selling aspirin and toting them off as drugs. So they thought it was me. So there was like this big investigation that they were trying to find these kids that were selling, like they were doping kids out of like thinking they were drugs, but they're actually aspirin. And they thought it was me. Like I was some drug lord. I was like, I just have a headache. They called my mom. They called my mom. She had to go to the school, all that stuff. And I got my butt whooped and everything.
Oh boy.
I got fucked. Yes, it was a big deal. Like, and I was known as like after that, I had like this reputation, you know,
drug dealer.
Yeah, they're like, so what happened? It was like, no, you're trying to take me down, you know. They're trying to take me down, you know. But I just remember being so innocent, but then being caught up in the most stupidest thing ever.
Where did you go? Where was this private school, Travis?
Oh my god!
Where's this class? Snorted pixie sticks in the bathroom.
Pixie sticks. That was the thing. Kids used to do that.
Favorite children.
Wait.
Darn, replaces my birthday with Tic Tacs.
That's for Married with Children. That's right. Yeah, Stephens. That's a good point.
Yes.
That was Married with Children stuff.
Oh, that's funny. Now I remember people used to sniff markers. Remember that?
No, they used to snort pixie sticks.
Oh,
yeah.
No. Else, the rubber cement.
How about rat
yeah.
magic?
Oh yeah. Well, when I was in school, they used to take the rubber cement, put it in their brown bag from their lunch, and then just sit there like
puff it.
Oh,
and they'd sit there, and I'm like, what? And they're like, Pat, you want to try? I'm like, no. They're like, why? Go, I'm not a fucking idiot. What are you doing?
Did you
I'd like to keep my brain cells today.
I used to like the way. Do y'all ever like the way gasoline smells? Am I the only
Joe?
one?
It's a guilty pleasure.
I love the smell of. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like I'll be at the gas station pumping gas, and I just get the feel. And like
it doesn't have a bad smell. It's true. Did you ever see what was that show?
Joe, next time we're together,
weird
let's go to
habits?
gas stations together.
Yeah, bro. all day, just sniff.
I could just see that they'll be like this.
You do that, and I'm gonna be at home smelling a campfire.
There you go. He's like, I'm not
you-
gonna lie to you.
I see the one
Campfire
that
and gas
was on
stations
with-
is a bad idea.
That's why you're gonna be
There was a-
somewhere, and I'm gonna be somewhere else.
There was a
Uh-oh,
show with
look.
people with weird obsessions, and one of them was the girl who used to drink gasoline.
Oh, I
Did
don't
you ever
know
see that
about
show?
that.
You know this girl
Oh
can't
God,
be
what the
coming
hell?
out with the
It was a
truth.
show
Yeah.
like my weird
Who she was married to?
Oh,
habit,
yeah.
my weird
Oh,
obsession.
yeah.
Remember that?
Lorenzo
Yeah,
Lamas.
one girl drank gasoline.
The renegade
Another,
guy.
Yeah. Oh, I know
there was
him.
there was a guy that was in love with his car.
Renegade.
He used to get naked and lay underneath it and hump it. I'm
I
not kidding.
remember there was this one girl who liked to eat toilet paper.
Yeah, she ate toilet
Yeah,
paper. There was
yeah.
another one that ate sheetrock. Then there was one girl, sheetrock, and there was another one that would walk around with a head from her doll and just sniff it all day long.
What the?
She'd be like this. She'd be like,
It's called My Weird Obsession.
yes,
Maybe we have
yes.
to watch it
Me
more.
and Kathy watched this like this. Like, what the fuck is wrong?
Did you
with
guys ever
people?
see that movie with Devon Sawa where they're cheating their test scores? With the
Yes, I know what. Oh, what is that?
do you remember Talia Shire's son in real life? The actor's name. What's the guy's name with the dark hair?
I can't
He
remember.
makes like that doll of all the girls' hairs. He collects all the hairs
Yeah.
from the girl that he's obsessed with in college and makes that hair doll.
Oh my gosh,
boy.
good
New England
times.
Classical Academy, the headmaster. Classical. Did you go to school for like music or something? Why is it called the Classical Academy, Travis?
The headmaster Mario Ensler is pretty well known, serving as a guard to the Pope. We pissed him off. So
Really?
much.
I mean,
Well, that's
I
why
just-
he's well read. He's obviously well read and well educated.
yes, he's very, very well read. and
There's
smart.
a Spuds McKenzie light. Remember Spuds McKenzie? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not shutting down without good goddamn reason.
So the
so we
the
go to
sheriff-
Salt Lake City. We have to find Bud's bar too.
There you go.
So the actor's name is Bo Starr, right?
Mhm.
His brother is Mark Starr. Remember the guy in Dumb and Dumber that they accidentally poisoned?
Yeah.
With the
Oh,
peppers? That's his brother.
pills and
The
everything.
Gas man. The gas
Pills.
man.
Yes, man.
Pills are
How do they
good.
know I have
Pills
gas?
are good.
I love that guy.
Check,
He's like,
please.
the gas man. How do they know that I got gas?
Jim Carrey is smashing on his stomach. I freaking roared.
You're like, out with the good, in with the bad. Out with the good, in with the bad.
They hear him die, and they're just like, check, please.
He's like, you heard his last words. Oh, he blamed me. Well, not if you count that gurgling sound.
We want to spend the day with Travis and just see what goes on with him.
Brett Slurms McKenzie.
That's right.
Slurms McKenzie.
Dude,
Yeah,
they
Travis
do-
would eat slim chick resulting in what? Speed? What the fuck? Jesus, Travis.
So do you realize this movie? I'm only 1 year older than this movie.
Sure, rub it in, Joe.
No. I didn't want to say that, but
What
to
year
me
did
it
you
was just it's surreal, you know.
1988, Lisa.
Oh,
So you were born in
Yes, you were
87, Joe?
10.
yes, I was.
86.
86.
Mhm.
All right, I was a freshman in high school. Now I feel old.
Man, you were popping.
I was-
zit
I was
while-
working in. I
Joe
was
is
working
our
in the
little
movie
guy
theater.
on
Yeah.
When you were born, I was working in a movie theater.
Dang. That's when it all began for you, right there, Patty. Where it all began.
Yes, and look at me now.
Slackers is what we were thinking of, Joe. Good
Oh,
movie.
that's
Oh.
Slackers. That's
Jason.
right. Buddy.
What's his name? Who's the one guy? Jason Segel, where he runs into the truck and intentionally.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I broke my tibia.
Love Jason Segel. He's hilarious.
Oh, that show
Oh.
on Apple. The
Oh, there
shrinking.
he
Oh God, with Harrison
So good.
Ford.
There's the man with the plan.
Oh no, Pat! Here you go.
It's
Here's your
Bucky.
guy.
It's our buddy
Oh,
Bucky.
I always
Rest in-
wondered what kind of gum was
Rest in
that he's chewing.
Double mint.
I think it's
Double
bazooka,
mint.
Bazooka.
No.
Juicy fruit.
That has no
So it ran out of
Ronald
flavor in like 2
McDonald,
minutes.
city property.
Hey, that should be a question. What gum was Bucky chewing?
See, I have to modify this. I have to get the red things on the sides.
The lines, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got something else on the one side. It looks probably like an emblem.
Yeah, he's got something. I have to investigate further.
It's like an
Yeah,
apple.
juicy fruit sounds right, Lito, and
know.
whoever said that.
See, because he had gum, but then he didn't have gum when he was talking to him. Oh, that sucks. Poor Bucky.
Poor Bucky.
He was just working, trying to provide for his family.
He became a franchise favorite, and he was only in it for about 45 seconds.
No.
So that shows shrinking, right? Shrinking.
The Mask is not trash.
Yes, with Harrison Ford.
No, it's not.
That's a show that proves that Harrison Ford is good at comedy, dry comedy.
So I was thinking juicy fruit. So if he had he lived a couple minutes longer, he probably would have had to put another piece of gum in his mouth because juicy fruit lasts like 2 minutes.
If
It's
that.
it's like Judas' boyfriend lasts like a minute or two.
That's just terrible editing. It's so not fair to that guy.
The fucking Carruthers house looks huge. These houses in Salt Lake City are massive, aren't they?
Well, they were
got
going.
money.
Well, remember when that Carruthers house was up for sale? It was like what? It was like $1.5 million or something.
Yeah,
Wasn't cheap.
Dotson in the background.
It's like California prices.
just great, Rachel. Just great.
Yes, rest in peace,
Uh-oh.
Bucky.
I hear the
I know.
door.
I'll get 'em.
I'm telling you,
What's happening right now?
we should have while we were at age 45, we should have petitioned both Tots and Fright Rags to say, when are we getting our Bucky figure?
I know.
Oh.
Or like some kind of limited edition, like H50
Helmet?
figure. Yeah, or helmet. Like NECA could come out with a helmet. They
I
come
know
out
Pat,
with
you
like
made one, but okay. I
Michael
guess.
Myers. They come out with Jason masks and shit. Why can't they come out with a fucking Bucky hat?
Oh, I got to show you a sneak preview of our show tomorrow night. I got something for 75% off. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I like it.
I love
75%
deals.
off.
I do too.
I love steals.
It's ridiculous, but
That's a guilty pleasure of mine. Working Girl. I loved Working Girl. Such a good movie.
you guys okay?
That pumpkin is
Hey,
terrible.
Colton, Taylor, we all right?
Hey, Matt, what's up? Matt Russell's in the house. Harrison Ford.
Hey,
Scott.
what's up,
Chewy
man?
on Kimmel was earlier proof he's hilarious. What's up?
Someone should redo the poster for Christmas Vacation, but it's Bucky getting electrocuted. Instead of Bucky, ah! That's funny how I envision that. That's funny, Travis.
No, Working Girl is a good movie. It's a lot of fun. Go check it out.
Oh,
I had quite the crush on Melanie
You did
Griffith
not
the other day.
fucking break something.
I did.
What'd
No!
you break?
I hope it
One of
wasn't-
those little ass snow globes, but that wasn't what I was going to show. Shit.
Oh, like those little cheapy ones?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Son of
You
a
dropped
bitch.
it. If I was there, I'd be like Bluto at Animal House when they drop the bottle of JD and it goes, it breaks.
Hey.
He's like,
Hey, when we're live, these things happen, right?
That's right. Be careful, don't step on the glass.
Luckily, it's that tiny one. I don't think it's that thick a glass.
is that the
Oh, there it
one
is.
from Spirit?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the little one from Spirit?
The little guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they're always at Spirit, so you should be able to replace that.
Oh, check.
So, Matt, if you're going to jump in with us, we're at timestamp is 45 minutes and 42 seconds. Jamie and Rachel just reunited, and now we have Loomis and Meeker pulling up. We're about to see the multiple Myers scene.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, I was
As
the
I
other night when I couldn't sleep, I was on Tubi. I was watching. They have the Masters of Horror, the episode Jennifer, and in the episode Jennifer, where the guy he's a police officer that kills somebody. That they sent him for therapy because he killed somebody, and the police captain is Meeker in that episode.
What the fuck is going on?
What are you two doing?
And I think it was directed by Dario Argento. I think that was his episode, if I remember correctly.
Shit, yeah.
And you horror geeks in the chat, let me know. I'm pretty sure it was him.
Oh, Christ, Doc.
I've seen it before, but admittedly, I like to watch it because the Jennifer is like this creepy looking alien, but she got a great body. And she likes to get naked.
Sheriff!
And then he's
Sheriff!
he's just standing in the middle of the fucking street.
Yes, this is true. Travis, it came from the Etchison draft.
Get out of here.
One of my little, very
That is
tiny handheld snow globes, yeah.
Oh no.
It's all right. I got it for 99 cents.
Is there any glass?
Yeah, I cleaned up
Okay.
most of it.
There's some wetness over here.
I gotta go get the goose. The green.
Did it go get on? Where was it?
It shot out as I was pulling something out to show.
Oh.
He's wrecking
That
the
sounds
place.
bad.
Brett was pulling out something to show to everyone.
Are you laughing at that, Lisa?
Yes.
7 says watch 4. Yeah, I'm not a big Saw guy. 5 through 7, they're okay. So I did like Saw X because I thought it was. Did anybody else see Saw X yet?
No,
I like. It's actually pretty good. It's actually probably my favorite since the original because it's got a good story, and without being too spoilery, it's actually one of those situations where I know they all had something to do with him, but this one is like really where they tried to screw him and he went after these people. So it's actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I keep hearing good things. I'll watch it. I don't think MB will want to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it.
Those are gross movies. I can't do it.
This one wasn't too. I mean, yeah, it's got some gore in it, but it wasn't as bad as some of them. Some of them were just like, let's see how fucked up we can kill somebody.
Right.
You know? This one actually had a decent story about it. Yeah, I like 1, 2, 3, and the other ones I've seen, but like honestly, like movies I've watched that I have not gone back to revisit. But I did like Saw X. Admittedly, I did enjoy it.
Did not have a police
Mr.
force.
Me, you're out of business. You don't have a police force.
Yeah. You son
God
of a
help
bitch! You
us.
just created a lynch mob.
You don't have a police force.
I love it. And look, this is the epic scene.
One of the greatest mustaches in the series.
Yeah. Who wants a mustache ride?
He's got that great porn stash.
Ooh, I do. He's just laying in the back chilling like a villain.
And he's just he's not even laying. He's not even behind the seats. He's just laying on the back seat, like, all right, get a load of me, huh?
He's like, take me exactly where I want to go, motherfucker.
And that was one. If you watch my Halloween 4 what ifs, that was like one of my big what ifs. When he comes out and sees the door wide open,
Yeah,
it's like,
he's
dude,
like,
you know you didn't leave that door open.
just fucking ring
There's
a
a
bell
little-
and let somebody
Oh,
know.
loose in the streets. You don't even investigate it.
Okay. Phew.
You wanna go lay down? Okay. Camera face.
Okay. Well, that sucked.
You guys okay over there?
Yeah, I just had to clean that up. I didn't half-ass clean it. Okay.
This is good. Like this part of the soundtrack, it sounds like a high school marching band doing it.
Greatest $6
It's
ever
like,
spent.
dun, 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 dun. It sounds like a high school marching
Get the fuck out of here!
$6 at Hot Topic, 75% off.
No
So
shit.
I have the same one. I bought it for a Hot Topic for $6 last year. At the end of the
Why not
season,
for
because
$6?
it was like 75 or 80% off, right?
I do not
Yeah.
mind that at all. That is a good pickup, my friend.
And, well, we're going to tell
Thanks,
Lisa
Stefan.
this is a
I re-
female flannel.
Resurrection's already ready to go for next week.
She'll have to wardrobe this thing.
Female
Here.
flannel.
Yeah,
A flannel.
a flannel. A flannel.
And Matt, you're not. I think when we talked about this, I'm like, I remember talking about it. I'm like, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but
Hi,
I
man.
enjoyed Ben Meeker as the sheriff more than Brackett.
Yeah,
he
because
was
his
a better
daughter's
effective
fucking
sheriff.
hotter as hell. That's why.
Well, that's a different story. Okay, all right, let's all just pause.
I
at
like
this
the daughter of
occasion.
the sheriff better than this one than the first one, even though I like the one in the first.
We're about to see the biggest
Snubs.
snub scene ever because we're not going to get to see anything.
I could have sworn I saw them before. Like, I don't know when and how, but
Lisa, how cheesy is this mask?
Yeah, that's the biggest one. What if it didn't suck?
Let's see.
hey, I love how Grady's like, I think I'm in heaven.
Oh God, your eyes are way too close together. It looks like a Richard.
by the way?
But I don't know.
It's a female flannel. I don't know why I bought it.
these are yours.
Oh, you're giving me macaroons. How sweet.
Macarons.
Macaron.
Macaroons are all coconut, and you don't like those. These are macarons.
Biggest snub ever. She takes her bra off, and you know what you see? Nothing.
Thank
Take
God
my
Frank
bra off.
Riker isn't here right now.
Oh
I
yeah.
know, right?
Let's see if we can do a Bob right here.
Bob.
Yep, this fits.
Good glasses.
You look like Mike Myers, not Michael Myers.
He
Yeah,
does. Right?
yeah.
He looks like
His eyes are too close together.
if you had banged up teeth, you'd definitely be the British Myers.
Yes.
It looked like he got a smirk on his face.
Is it cold in
Look at that.
here?
His hair is.
It's like Halloween ends hair.
It's weird.
Oh, we're
This
gonna
is mine
hopefully
now.
get that Halloween
That's
end
yours.
figure
What do you
soon.
think of it? You like it?
I like it. It's orange and it's comfy and
It's pretty cool. Well, now I don't have to show it to my
Upset, how do you feel
kids.
get a bad rap? They were never actually inept
Is it on
until
the back? Or is it just plain?
Yeah, it's on the
2009
back.
and on.
It's
Yeah,
got a
pretty
picture
much.
on the back. You can take
I
a
didn't
look.
see it. Mango chili lime.
What the fuck? Huh?
Mango chili lime.
Okay, mango chili lime.
The actress who plays Kelly looks like she's the daughter of the guy
Yeah.
playing Deputy. Yeah, people have said that
Macaron.
before. They say like it looks like she.
Interesting.
I think you mentioned it the other night too.
That's
She
Yeah,
looks more
Travis
like.
said that before. Somebody said that
yeah.
somewhere else, right?
Yeah, somebody said it before someplace else too. Said like she looks more like she could be the daughter of the deputy. I'm like, well, you never know.
Where for Halloween now?
Wait, that's correct.
Because in theory, this was Salt Lake City, Utah. So Mormons.
Oh yeah, I catch you grow up with my daughter. Use that shotgun on you.
Shotgun and you. Hey, shout out. I don't think Ryan Underwood was in the chat. I thought I woke up early this morning. I woke up, I go on Facebook. This guy's at the gym. That was unbelievable.
Fucking guy's a beast, man.
Ryan?
I was like, he's fucking big, bro. I was like, damn,
Great support of the channel. Great stuff.
fantastic.
Oh yeah. Thanks for hanging down to her crotch. I know. Well endowed woman.
We
She
don't
still
laugh,
looks
we
good. Beautiful girl.
Stefan, that is not the first time someone said that.
Katie McKinnon. Kate
Did you
McKinnon.
ever see Office Christmas Party
Rock
where
and
she's
Hunt to
ripping
make her
ass all
all
the time?
actually
Yes,
believe.
you
and
showed it
listen
to
her.
me.
Brackett was a little standoffish at first, if you remember, but then yeah, you let him out. Damn you.
You let him out. You wanna go? Say good night.
Gwen
Past
Gooley
my
is
bedtime.
she's cute as hell. Gwen Gooley.
Signing off.
She's being a wiener.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Go to sleep. Enjoy.
Good night, guys. Until
Night.
next
Night, everybody.
time.
Bye.
Hey, don't forget to clean up before you go to bed.
Good day.
There's some chores. Hey,
Look at
take
Joe. Go
your
do your
Some
job before you
chores.
go to bed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Go clean up. I want you to sweep and mop and do the dishes.
I'm
and
going to
do
give
all
you
that
the Steve Buscemi wave from Billy Madison.
stuff.
Remember that?
No cats allowed in here. Get out of here. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, the first couple of Saw films are good. They are. And I really liked X. But the other ones were just like, all right, how fucked up could we be killing people? That's basically what those films were.
Yeah, Sasha Jensen. Just this and Daisy Confused, right?
He did that movie Grind. He was the skateboard shop guy behind the. He had all the
Yes.
things and everything. And then he was in.
Yeah, that's true.
No, he was in another movie. I just
Who?
saw it the other day.
Wait, who?
What movies did you say Sasha Jensen was in?
Daisy
Daisy
Confused?
Confused, Halloween 4 is the ones I know.
He was in.
He's probably in other stuff, but nothing that's top of mind, honestly.
Sasha.
Was he in Buffy?
Was he? Let's look him up.
I think
The
he was in
movie or the
Buffy.
TV show?
The movie.
I think the one he's thinking of is Christy Swanson one.
Yeah, I think he was in the Buffy Christy Swanson movie. Him and Ben Affleck and shit. And he was in
Why am I drawing a
another.
blank? Who's Kate McKinnon?
Saturday Night Live. She's in the Ghostbusters movie, but Office Christmas Party was what I remember from.
Oh yeah, she was the weird Barbie in the Barbie movie.
I did not see the Barbie movie, but I know which one you're talking.
Yeah,
My
the
daughter
weird-
did.
Like the weird hair, the weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole you want to know why your feet is your foot is randomly the wrong way versus flat feet. You want to know? No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
That's right.
It's
I'm a big
Stefan.
fan of-
People say Stefan looks like Peter Sellers. You got to send us a picture. I want to see that.
Oh God.
I'm a big Peter Sellers fan.
Just take a photo of him up.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he is a little, just on the chance that he's right. And if you're right,
Her
damn
daddy
you for
don't
letting
scare
him
me.
go.
I do like the
Yeah,
little.
yeah. Matt's saying he's in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. Buffy. That's right.
Matt's an encyclopedia, so I'm not going to doubt his word.
What's up?
Hugh Herman.
Paul Rubens.
Yeah, Paul Rubens.
Oh, that's my favorite.
The longest
Yeah, let's see
death
if-
scene.
Put a picture up,
best
Stefan.
death scene of all time. The best death scene. The best. I actually, when I saw her at a convention just recently at Houston Horror Film Festival, this is right after Pee Wee had passed away. I saw her and I was like, "Hi, it's nice to meet you." And how do you rest in peace, Paul Rubens? How was it like working with him? She was like, he was the sweetest man, and and let's not forget he has the best death in movie history. And she was like, all that, and she kind of reenacted the scene and everything. And she looks great herself. She is fantastic. She looks great and super nice.
Yeah, she's awesome. Here's an oddball one. Sasha Jensen says he did stunts in Short Circuit.
Really? Short Circuit.
Like the original movie, not.
Yeah, the 1985 movie.
Oh, that's the one with the robot, right? The robot, Johnny Five. Or
Johnny Five alive.
Johnny Five alive. I like it when he turned bad. Remember, he had like all the ammo, and he got like
Rambo. He turned into Rambo.
Yeah. He had like the mean eyebrows, like they went down like that. And like really awesome. We need to watch Short Circuit. That's what we need to do.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so much. Don't see the second one. I saw the second one. I was like,
Sasha Jensen hasn't done anything in 10 years. Wow, he must be a family man. He's in Ghoulies too.
Really? Ghoulies too? My God.
Yeah, that's a Jeremy Moorhead love fest. Those Ghoulie movies.
I can't even tell you if I've seen that or not. I really don't even know. I do like the scenes in part 4 here where like you see Michael in the background, like just that scene where he popped up for like a brief second in the background. Like I love his little spooky pop-ups. Like it's so good how they place him.
A good point. Yeah, where he's hidden a little bit in some spots.
Damn Miller Lite.
So, Joe, I was telling Pat, Mr. Moorhead bought a Halloween pinball machine.
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Traded
Send me
in
a
some
picture.
stuff.
I'm like, son of a bitch. Maybe for my retirement, the wife would give me one.
Where you get money for that shit? Fuck.
Well,
Seriously, I don't know.
I know he sold his Terminator 2 poster, but I only thought that helped fund a little bit of it. So
I know it's none of my business. And I know people, they do what they do, but I'm like, that's a lot of money, bro. Fuck.
So if I sell the 2 puppies and my daughter, can I get 10 grand and buy a pinball machine?
I couldn't justify that purchase. No way in hell.
I could justify it until I get thrown out of the house. What?
Yeah, no.
That's not.
Like I needed it, honey.
Lewis is about ready to go out the door. Here. Okay, what's the
Necessity,
time?
babe. I needed
Matt,
it.
we're at 1
Hell, you
hour. Actually, we're at 1
54
hour
minutes.
and 1 minute.
44
1:50
seconds.
1 hour 55.
Yeah,
seconds, right?
it's where Loomis just left the house.
Yeah.
It's
So
like-
we see Kelly Meeker reaching for some extra cups.
God,
Yeah, she's going to make coffee, and she's going to get coffee thrown on her by.
and then
Ellie.
she's gonna go meet Lorenzo Lamos, the renegade. Sorry.
So initially she was wearing a bra. She took it off. So these scenes she's braless, right?
She's
Yes,
braless.
you
You
can
can
tell.
see. You can tell right there because she must be a little. Is it cold in here?
It's a little chilly.
I think I appreciate these scenes more than the one where we almost get to see.
Yeah, because she didn't see anything. Well, she had the bra on, but you couldn't see anything. It's nice that we can talk dirty in front of Brett's wife. How cool is that?
There's
My
some
my
quiet-
mind has gone to very dirty
There's
places.
some quiet Kelly Meeker feuds with Joe
I
and
only,
Darren
Lisa, I only
Great.
wish you would have came out to California because you would have blended in perfectly with my wife and because they were like 2 pieces.
All they had to do was delay it 2 weeks. My conference
I
would have been
know.
there. We both would have been there. It'd been awesome.
Oh fuck, that would have been dangerous.
Because what does my wife do the whole time we're out? She just breaks my balls and makes fun of me.
Lisa, you would have been like, you've only slept 3 hours this night. Now you're only going to sleep 4 hours this night. It's like,
I'd have been like, son of a bitch, that's more hours than I do.
Oh, believe me, while we were at the convention, because Kathy, I didn't buy the tickets for her to go to the convention because she has no interest. And that's a lot of money to spend for her not to give a shit about it. So I would come back up and like drop off my loot, and she'd be in bed watching TV, sleeping. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm sleeping."
You see my
Because she
hand?
knew what. Look at you.
Oh, MB was pissed.
It's
come
not
on.
on her ass.
No,
It's
it's
around her
not.
waist.
But
It's
it's
around her
the
waist.
it's the head placement on her the head's touching.
She's doing one of those little
yeah,
cute
but
things, like,
still, it's
okay,
just
I'll
a
take a quick picture with
picture.
you. Bye bye.
Harmless, you know, it's
Did-
harmless.
That is
Did you walk away
harmless.
like this? Don't touch.
But
Don't touch the hand.
and
It's been
I
there.
accidentally
Don't touch it.
I made a mistake. Like once we took the picture and I looked
He's in
at
the
it,
shower like this.
we were looking at it together, and I said,
Doesn't
"Man,
wash it
that's a
off?
great photo." She's like, "Yeah, it is." And I looked at her, and she looks at me. I was like, "We look good together." And she was like, "We have to." She was like, "We have."
She weren't grabbing a boob or a butt. What's the difference?
Joe,
It's straight ass cheeks.
you have that in common with Frank too. You heard Frank said that his wife was like wondering what the hell was going on when Darren started posting this.
And you know the funny thing is like I had been like putting off meeting her, right? Because then I had MB, and then MB went to go conveniently take a nap. So that's when I took my moment to strike.
Moment to strike.
I'm
Okay,
just gonna
dude, you
sleep,
weren't like all over her,
I'm gonna sleep,
kissing her
baby.
and grabbing her butt,
Thank
so you're
you.
safe.
Thank you. That's what I said.
Yeah,
Joe's like,
that's
these
a good
aren't the
picture.
droids.
Like if
Joe's
Brett
like,
came back with that
these aren't
picture,
the droids
that's
you're
good.
looking
That's a good
for.
picture.
That's a nice
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
That was my first time actually meeting her, and I was so excited. You know.
Yeah,
I believe his deputy drinking coffee.
trust me, I was like the same way, like in awe. You know, when we met Carrie Elwes, I was like, oh.
Oh, he's the
Yes.
best.
And all he did was spend time like kneeling down, telling my daughter how absolutely beautiful she was. I'm thinking, hey,
Oh, look at me.
look at me. I'm the one
Where do you think
who
she
knows all
came
the
from?
words
What the
to
hell
that
do you think this
voice
is,
though.
huh?
I'm the one paying for this shit. Give me some love, motherfucker.
What about me?
No, but he was super sweet to her.
No, that dude,
Everyone we've met is
that dude's a legend. I love that guy.
And here's Tom Morga. It's not even George
Uh-oh.
Wilbur. This is Tom Morga.
Boom.
Do you think
Bye-bye,
she would ever
girl.
learn how to use a trigger?
What? Oh,
Man, you're.
See, I
you would
think
just
Tom
walk
Morga would have
away
been
if you weren't on the air
better
about this. Oh
Myers.
God, this shit.
no, it's like Bob. Bob was like knife stuck into wall. This is shotgun through wall.
Yeah, and it's actually probably more difficult to use a shotgun, I would presume, because it doesn't have a sharp edge.
You have to reach for extra cuts.
A lot
Yeah.
a lot more force.
She's like double D's.
When I hear "shot out loud," that's a bad sign. Get the shot.
Get the shot.
I'm not gonna do it. You do it.
Show up
You
with,
do it.
you know,
I got
What do
you.
you need your blue
and
little
then make
medical
her the
book
house.
for?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, this was
What's
there's
he
a whole
looking for?
transition where everybody goes up to the roof of the house because there's the
You
fire
gotta
starts in the boiler
Stab her in the heart.
in the basement. You're
You
right.
gotta do it 5 times. No, you gotta do it 5 times, but you gotta do it to get it through the breast.
The breastplate. The breastplate.
Sorry, Pat. We went way off on left field there. Sorry.
No, I'm just reading in the chat, and it's like it still boggles my mind how young Travis is, but he's so well versed in all this shit.
Well, Travis said
not,
he won't
hold
make it
it
to a
up.
Halloween convention because he has high rent or something, right? Isn't that what he said?
Yeah.
Run.
I only touched the top of it. Was whoa.
And Lito, I've been drinking since 8 o'clock too, and I'm actually the only problem I'm having is
How
I have
long
to
you
keep
been
peeing.
drinking? Or
We went
smoking?
to a local bar that was having a Halloween party just so my neighbor and I could just
That's
see
awesome.
the creepy people. And it's funny, like you had this tall guy walk in dressed as Abe Lincoln, and his friend was dressed as Michael Myers.
That's awesome.
And I'm walking,
Oh,
he
God.
walks in, I go, Mike, look, I go, it's Abe Lincoln and Michael Myers.
When he shoots the lock, like, oh, it's metal. What does that mean?
God damn, it's metal. It's hot. Whoa, cool.
Dude, when are you gonna learn? You hit the hinges, not the lock.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
It's freaking barricade breaking in fucking 101.
All right, Joel.
I have this conversation with my son all the time because my son's very logical.
And
gets-
there.
He gets angry at horror movies. Why did they do this? I'm like, Terrence, if they made the right choices, you know what you,
See, at
you, what
that
you would
point, you
have?
shoot him
You'd
into
have
the
no movie.
Exactly.
They're supposed to
Yes,
make the
please.
wrong
He's
There's
choices.
no movie. There's no movie, Pat.
I was
You're right.
thinking of one of the Pat's what ifs. What if Brady knew how to shoot a fucking shotgun right?
Well, we
If
know
you know how
he's
to
gonna
load a
like to
gun real
spit big
fast.
Blood here in a minute.
Like, you know, in Kills, you got Mikey loses some appendages and shit. what if he shot his elbow off or something?
Or shut him in the knee. He couldn't walk.
You know
Blew his
what?
kneecap
Couldn't
out.
he be walking up the steps as he's trying to load this freaking thing?
Yes, he could be.
Exactly.
He also could have
And
taken a
that's-
shot when he was standing in front of the fireplace too,
Oh,
but he's
he-
just too damn
He
slow.
fucked up my shoulder. He hit my shoulder.
I like how he drops the shotgun though. He goes like.
He did
Well,
connect with Michael.
well,
in the head
apparently the
with that gun,
backstory
right?
to this is like
Yeah.
Sasha Jensen's dad is actually he's a stunt guy, correct?
Well,
and he was
because
friends
he was short circuit, is what it said.
He was friends with George Will. His dad and George Wilbur were friends. So this whole scene was weird because he was like fighting against his dad's friend.
Choke slam.
Here's the spin.
Damn. Tore him up. He went out like a champ, though. I love that. He went out fighting.
Wouldn't it be cool if
through
you
the
would've saw
window.
his mask with blood spit on his face.
That's a good one. That's a good track. Yeah.
I like how they throw the luggage and he's just like, "Man, get this shit out the way."
This is pretty good though. Leave us alone.
I love the rooftop scene. It's
Very good.
one of the best for me. When you get
Yeah,
to see
he does
the
redeem. He
full event.
redeems himself. He gives his life to try to save her. Yep.
He randomly finds these freaking knives up here.
So this one's for you, Joe. So Leo says, could be worse. Regarding a picture with Kathleen Kim out, when I met Terry Farrell, who I had a crush on, she insisted we do the prom pose picture. Really?
That's awesome. I mean, you can't say no to that, right? That this is like a moment that you'll never forget. So you have to take advantage.
Yeah, and it's like even my wife. If I fanboy over like some girl in a movie, she's like, look, you're lucky you got me. You were not getting her. So I don't give a shit what you do.
It's funny because like 2 weeks later, Kathleen was here in San Antonio, and I didn't even go see her here in San Antonio. It's like I had to go to California, and to me it means more that I had to travel, and the first time I actually got to meet her was there. It means a lot more to me. You know, it was real cool to say I met her.
Yeah, well,
at
H4 was your introduction to the franchise, so that's your
It
big
really
move.
was. It really was.
I think that's why a lot of people grasped it. It was their first introduction to the franchise. I think
That's the thing with H4 because I talked to so many people that said this was their first movie and it's special to them, and I get it. I'm like, my first one was the OG. That's why it's so special to me.
It's got a real good score too. Alan Howard did a great job.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's got that Halloween vibe, and I would say in its own right. Like H4 is his own universe, in my opinion. Like it's its own vibe.
Yeah,
Like-
so there was an original. Travis had said it that Meeker did die in an original script or original.
The original script was they were supposed to be fighting in the basement, like Meeker and Myers, and somehow, some way, it was supposed to start a fire within the boiler in the basement, and the fire was supposed to basically go throughout the house and chase them up to the roof, rather than them just go out the window.
Oh, and here comes the painful part. Down on this. Oh, no, not this one.
It's
This
those
one she rolled.
damn shoulder pads.
It's definitely got some. You know, you're
She would have. Ellie Cornell would have cleaned up at age 45 had she come.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
she would have just as long a line, if not longer, than Danielle Harris, because Danielle Harris is like at every convention. So
Oh yeah.
Ellie Cornell is not.
I would because she has the right to sign both 4 and 5 as well. I'd have her sign probably the scene where she's in the truck, and then the shower scene in part 5.
Is Dennis Etchison drafts in Taking Shape 2 were actually pretty good. The ones that were really far fetched were the Steph Hutchinson ones.
yes,
Because it's like he was like turning Michael into like a superhero. And it was just a little bit. I'm like, how would you even film that?
yeah. What is it? Which one was where Michael became like the size of King Kong? Was there one?
It was that big fight where they were in a drive-in theater. Remember, and he was going through killing everybody in the drive-in.
Yeah, it
And
was
the more he killed, the bigger he got. And they're like, oh, it's like a 25-foot Myers. It's like, well, how the hell are you going to make this guy grow in real life? How would you even do that?
The Hulk.
Yeah, how did Michael get down there so quick?
The more he killed, the more he got bigger. And I'm like, Okay, that's like a cartoon. That's because Steph Hutchinson wrote a lot of comics.
Didn't you guys always get a kick out how quick Michael got down from that roof, though? It's
You
awesome.
know what? I have this theory about how Michael travels so fast. Like, and it's to that point. Like, he's impervious to pain, right? Like, I could just envision him just jumping off the roof. Fuck it!
I feel like he has like an invisible inflatable bubble, like he bounces on the rubber.
Like he just jumps off. He jumps off the rooftop, lands on his fucking face, and just stands up. He doesn't feel pain. He got shot 6 times. Like, he doesn't die. Like, he literally.
I want to see Myers get. I want to see Myers get hurt and pull a Peter Griffin. Like,
Hey, don't forget George Wilbur was on Family Guy.
Hey,
I want to see him do. I want to see him do a Peter Griffin. I would just laugh my ass off.
Like you can't really escape him because he doesn't get hurt. Like, he can just jump off, do whatever.
Now we're gonna come up to one of our major movie groups here, Elise.
So what's worse,
Yeah,
the pink mask or the CGI mask?
This is probably one of the best written sequels. Admittedly, what was that?
What's worse, this pink mask or the CGI mask?
Oh God, the CGI mask. I'll take the pink mask and the freaking
Yeah, the
with
CGI
Daisy
mask is
Dukes and
ridiculous.
fake boobs any day, whatever. Just dress them up. I don't care how you dress them up. That CGI mask. Oh,
They just said sometimes you
Jeez.
edit it.
Hollywood CGI is worse. There it is.
What?
See the
that
mask? It's
CGI
pink.
is just the worst.
So when he grabbed Loomis and threw him, it was a
It's
pink.
just, and it was funny because I saw this in the theater, and I was there. It was me and my brother and a couple of his friends.
You
We
thought it
all
was
just
one of the
like-
guys in the other Myers mask, right?
We just like looked like what the fuck was that? I'll never forget. We all just looked like, what the hell?
I was like, is it the lighting or what the hell is it?
Yeah,
And
this
Jamie,
director, I think I told you this.
kudos to Jamie, man, because look at the acting from this kid. She's great.
Yeah, so good.
I would have liked to have seen Dwight Little come back and do another Halloween film because he really filmed this well. It was very, very Carpenter-esque the way he did this.
The guys knows I've told this story. Dwight Little worked with, he worked with Brandon Lee, Rapid Fire. When Dwight Little was at age 40, I talked to him about Brandon Lee. And I asked him, what do you think he'd be doing now? He's like, he'd be in these Marvel movies. That's what he thought. He thought he was that good.
Oh wow.
I could see that. Yeah.
Hi, Babuso.
I think that movie means a lot to people our age too. The Crow.
Oh, I fucking love The Crow.
Pat, you like The Crow, I'm sure, right?
Oh, I love The Crow.
I
And
figured
people,
you did.
I've talked to people. It was weird because, like, when we came back from California, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said, I saw the pictures you with like the Viper Room and everything, because I wanted to go where River Phoenix died.
Yep.
And he's like, "What do you think River Phoenix would be now?" I said, "Honestly, winning Academy Awards just like Joaquin Phoenix."
Yeah, he would be.
I could see him. I could see him as a Joker. I could see him doing everything that Joaquin Phoenix has been doing.
Better looking though.
Let the troopers have them.
Yes, I'm comfortable in my sexuality to say he was a good looking.
He was yeah.
No, he's the best. I love that movie Rapid Fire. You remember that movie?
At times we're out somewhere and like, if I
Little.
see a pretty girl, I look. The wife's like, "I saw you look." I'm like, "So what? There's a hot guy over there. Go look at him. I don't care. He's a good looking guy over there." She's like, "You don't mind?" I'm like,
No,
"Why should
I
really put my
had-
hand in his pants. I don't care."
When
Showed
I went
out
up,
in Little Tokyo.
The Crow was the first when I moved from cassettes to CDs. The Crow soundtrack was the first CD I bought. It was at a Coconuts.
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 Coconuts around here.
That's awesome.
I biked there
That's
and I got The Crow and I played that over and over again.
It
And
has
was the
a fantastic soundtrack. Like rock and roll. Oh, dude, it's amazing.
awesome. And then The Crow was the first poster I put on my wall when I went away to college, and it was him sitting in this chair like this.
Yeah. So
And then when they tried to
oh.
remake it and do a series out of it, I'm like, die! That was
Oh,
don't touch it.
Well, and as we learned,
Don't
when
you
Halloween
dare.
Kills that soundstage that was near some of the area.
Oh yeah, Matt. Rapid fire rocks, bro. Powers Booth
There was an
rocks.
early YouTube video where an H2O Michael pulls off his mask and goes, "What the fuck?" If Lori hits him with the fire extinguisher. Oh, it was that an outtake? I don't remember seeing that. I think I have to look that up.
I remember watching this for the first time and then seeing the cops, and I'm like, "Yay!
They're here.
Safe. They're safe." And then
Check under the truck.
no, look under the truck.
Yeah.
He's under the truck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
River
Uncle
Phoenix was
Canfield.
one of my favorite. Oh God, what the hell was that movie? Is Matt still in the chat? Because Matt's my encyclopedia. What was the movie with River Phoenix and Tracy Ullman?
Oh God.
And it was like an Italian family. He worked for the Italian family. Oh God!
Not My Own
and
Private
Tracy
Idaho.
almost. No shit. It was a really good movie. It was like a dark comedy.
Pump Up the Volumes with Christian
And
Slater.
the father was Kevin Kline.
Mm.
There you go. Thank you. Actually, you for once, Lito, you beat Matt. Usually he types it faster than you. I love you to death.
Oh, you got him on there. Oh, look at that. He
You
did.
beat
Pat.
him. You beat him.
Really fast, Pat. Yeah, you're
He
right.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is in it too. But I haven't seen that movie in a long time. That's a great movie.
Matt's another Chicago native.
Cool.
I look. This is a great stuntman work right here where he gets thrown. Not this one. The one where he lands on the back of his head.
Now
This
he's
is
getting
a-
your shot put. Nope, no, it's not this guy. Where's the other guy?
And off the back.
Marlon and Marlon, the ones right that they hired to do the hit. Yep.
Shot put.
Oh, God.
See ya.
I have to go back and watch that. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. Have you ever seen that?
Ugh.
I Love
Which
You to
one?
Death.
Long
I
time
Love You
ago.
to Death.
I don't
Yeah,
think
such
so.
a good movie.
It's cool.
It's good effects.
Joe fat ass.
It's like, yeah, here, get out.
It's like, sorry, bye bye.
Now it's time
My
for Michael to try to
exactly.
give Kelly Cornell a freaking wardrobe.
Bye, Earl. Get the fuck out. I need to
Hey,
drive.
that's a real woman right there. Knows how to drive a standard truck right there, buddy.
I tried teaching Kathy several times, but it just didn't work.
That's a real woman right
So
there.
when we first started dating, I had always driven stick, and I had a pickup truck and I tried, and then when Terrence was born, I had to get rid of it. And I was like, "Why'd you get rid of it?" I said, "Because I needed something that, God forbid, her car didn't run. She needed to be able to get in this car with my son and take him somewhere.
Yeah.
God forbid there was an emergency, because she'd be like,
Oh.
didn't work."
Pat, you're trying to show Kathy how to drive stick with a Michael Myers guy on top of the van.
I'll put the mask on.
You know what grinds my gears?
I always thought that was strange how he hit his head on the windshield like that.
That was real random. He's like, "Hello."
He did like a Team America. Surprise, cockfag.
Yeah. Surprise, cockfag.
Sorry. You know the Team America stuff comes out, Lisa.
Oh, I love Team America. I forgot about that.
Oh God.
Oh,
Please,
no,
Gary,
Hans.
Please, Gary, I'm not going to
Oh,
fuck
no,
your mouth.
Hans Beach. I have no weapons of mass destruction. Move
Joe,
to the
Especially
left.
for RoboCop, where the guy survives
Joe,
getting
do you
shot
remember?
to pieces. Like,
Remember when she's doing shh and it's like up
I'll
in
have to
her.
go check that out.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie so much. Hey, why do you have that? That's such a funny part that you
Gary,
said.
Gary, I'm not going to fuck your mouth.
Ah,
And then you got the guy Matt Damon.
that is so fucking funny, man. Ah,
Here she goes, Uncle Boogeyman.
I know.
So when I turned this on the other day, I had this part on when the kids were around.
No, yay.
Yes, oh yeah, is right.
So neither of your kids have watched the Halloween movie start to finish, correct?
All right, these kids are already messed up. We'll get them messed up later.
I think I showed the kids.
They've seen aspects of the original, Pat, or parts of the original.
They honestly never really bugged me to see them, believe it or not. So I think they probably watched them in high school, but admittedly, probably like sophomore, junior year, because they really didn't. Because they were interested in other things. It's only within the last 2 years that my daughter got interested in horror movies, because her and her friends like to watch horror movies. And that's when I showed her Halloween and everything. But probably was probably 16 when I showed it to her. Terrence is probably like a sophomore because
Sophomore, yeah.
I would have to just take Terrence and just pry him off his game long enough for him to watch a movie.
That sounds familiar.
I'm going to tell you, if they watch them when they're older, I'd be like, just skip the Rob Zombie ones just for how tasteless there's some stuff in there. Watch them when you're older on your own.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, it's funny, after all of this time, after all these movies, the one movie that I would allow them to see when I say, you know what, it's time you can watch one, is the first one.
The first one.
The first one. It has to be.
Sure.
There's no blood. Yeah, you get a little bit of nudity, but
it's not really intentional.
Not really that bad. All the other shit.
You take the nudity out, it's like a Goosebumps episode.
It's PG-13.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, I mean, the first time I saw Halloween back to back with Halloween 2, your parents' house in the rec room.
Was I drunk?
No, you were not drunk.
Oh.
No, you were not.
How
drunk.
dare you?
We had we spent the night. We just we're having pizza and stuff like that. He's like, "Oh, I got to show you this movie, Halloween." I'm like, "I've never seen it."
That?
Yeah, and he's like, "You've never seen Halloween?" So we had to watch Halloween 1 and 2 back to back, and then later on we saw like 3, 4, 5.
I think we could all agree that's a test to make sure this is going to work.
Yeah. Like, let's have a seat. Let's watch this, and we'll discuss it afterwards.
Well, we did that.
Well, that's why you have all that shit on the wall over there.
You didn't
That's
have
like
that.
if you ever watched, I was telling this story, Lisa, how so before I moved to Pennsylvania in the same town that I'm in, my in-laws, my father-in-law and his wife, because my in-laws were divorced, it's his second wife. They used to live in town, so we'd come up on the weekends and go out to dinner and hang out, me and Kathy, and we'd sleep. And they had a spare bedroom in there, and we were we're sitting outside drinking with them and hanging out till we all go to bed. I'm laying in bed, and Kathy's laying down, and I'm flicking through this old TV, and I come across Halloween in Spanish. And she hears the theme. She wakes up. She's like, "What is Halloween on?" I go, "It's on like one of the Spanish channels, like Telemundo or something." She's like, "You watch the Halloween in Spanish?" I go, "Why not? Who cares?" And the funny thing is, like, it's in Spanish, and no, actually, it was in subtitle. It was like subtitles. So when the part comes where Loomis looks at the rabbit in red matchbook, he's looking at it, but you know why we're looking at it, because we recognize it because of the clue, because it was in the station wagon the night before. But there was a little Spanish voice that spoke the words so people would understand it. It's like Loomis looks at it, it's like, "El conejo es rojo."
Shit.
And I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, she's like, "What the hell was that?" I go, "I don't know. I guess it means I guess it means rabbit in red in Spanish."
Red.
And then later, when he finds it again, it's like, "El conejo es rojo." It was like when it was like password. The password is ridiculous. It was hysterical. And I'm sitting there watching it. She's like, she falls back asleep. She's like, "Did you stay up and watch this?" I said, "Yep." My phone's like, "What'd you do?" I go, "Watch Halloween in Spanish last night." He's like, "You did?"
The fuck?
El conejo es rojo.
When you guys first saw this ending, though, this was something, right? Like, you first see, you're like, "Oh."
This was a shocker. Yes. Yeah, this was a shocker.
Did you remember that
Admittedly, in the theater, we did not see this coming.
Yeah.
What?
Did you remember that ending to that film?
Yeah.
Okay.
She goes after her mom or
Her
stepmom.
We don't know
adopted
where the
parent.
real mom is. Supposedly she's dead.
Yeah, the part 5, the Myers house, is actually
Dave.
cool, albeit that it's like a
Dave.
gothic mansion compared to the original Myers house.
Yeah, and if you see it nowadays, Pat, it looks like a freaking rainbow cone, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah, and it's a guilty pleasure, that movie.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
watched
help
it
that
earlier
Rachel
today.
was-
Still don't like it.
Yeah, it's
Oh, really, Joe?
Oh, very
I'd like to be in that room when they decide to kill Rachel off in like the first 5 minutes. Be like, seriously? Are you that stupid? Ba-ba-da.
I had part of 6 on. I was watching part of 6 when I was doing some chores around the house. And where's Karen?
Hey, 6 is
Kara.
awesome.
What?
6 is awesome. I love 6. It's good.
Which one's 6?
Where you find out who the man in black is.
Paul Rudd.
Where they have
Paul Rudd.
Jamie has a baby.
Yeah.
And they waste Jamie.
Yes. Sorry.
Harry kicks ass.
It's raining red. It's raining red. It's warm.
I don't mind that,
Oh,
but
no, trout out for a
what is
cheeseburger.
with Paul Rudd's tick in that film? Where he's like,
I don't know. Like when he
Am I
beats
right?
the shit out of him, he's like,
he gets this like weird tick through the whole movie. He does it.
He's got his chest hair popping out.
I'm like, what's with the weird tick?
what the fuck is wrong with you? Did
It's
you
a
take your
rat
meds
thing.
today?
Did you ever see like when he backs up after the one patient Michael stabbed that one lady, the creepy lady with the bad teeth?
Oh yeah.
Like she falls over and then he's like, oh.
He's like,
Really, Lito? That look at you, man. Tina was annoying, but man, very easy on the eyes. Pretty girl.
he's like,
Wendy
Dr.
Kaplan?
Loomis.
What's that?
Wendy Kaplan, you mean?
Wendy Kaplan, pretty girl.
Yeah, she's very pretty. You met Wendy Kaplan, age 30.
Yep.
Theatrical cut better than producer's cut. I like a hybrid of them both.
It's warm. Why is
yeah.
it warm?
I like them both. Let's see. It's
I just
warm,
like
why
hearing
is it warm?
Dr. Wynn saying, "You should join us. You have talent."
I know. Little Mikey Myers.
If you can make a hybrid of the two, because there's things in both. I mean, we all know why it was a shit show, because there was too many cooks in the kitchen, and Donna Pleasance died.
Mhm.
How dare Dr. Loomis pass away?
The great Mitchell Ryan, though, is Dr. Wynn. Come on, the great Colonel from Lethal Weapon,
Oh yeah.
attached with Dr. Chalice in that film.
Basil Poledouris, yeah, a bit. I love his score for even though the movie really didn't do that well, but I'm a big John Belushi fan. He did the score for Wired, the movie
Wired.
about John Belushi with Michael Chiklis,
Can't
who was actually blacklisted after that film. Dan Aykroyd had him blacklisted
why?
because Dan Aykroyd fought to
jerk.
not have that movie made. And he just resented it. I don't know why, but he was just doing the job. But he was actually blacklisted.
Shish kebabs. Michael Chicklets. He's from was it NYPD Blue or some shit?
He was in shit. What the hell was that show?
The Shield.
The Shield.
Shield. There you go. Good
The
man.
Shield.
Good
Uncle
man.
Footbed.
Badges. You want badges? Here, I sell you some. You want badges?
Every time you say like, I think it's weird because I keep watching UHF, and it takes me more back to the guy. You ever watch UHF?
Oh yeah.
And there's a Spanish guy. He's doing the show from his second floor, and he's like trying to make it seem like the dogs could fly. He's like, woo, throws them at the window. And then like they finally get the budget, and then like he's just like, oh, what do we have this week? He's like, oh, we have this. He's like, and we have badgers. He's like, badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers.
That's right, man. You want badges, mother bitch?
Total bad boys. Mother freeze, mother bitches.
Freeze, mother bitches. No, you freeze, bitch. Oh shit. I'm fucked.
Give me a pack of Bubblicious.
And some Skittles.
Tom Green is Barry Sims, really? That'd be interesting.
I thought that wasn't talked about, was it? No. Tom Green, was he talked about the Rob Zombie one? No, maybe not.
Oh, that was so funny.
Oh, God.
Freeze.
Freeze, mother bitches.
Oh, Lito, thanks, man. I appreciate you hanging out all night.
I blow you.
And
I
I
blow you. Blow me. What the fuck? No.
Yes. All right, guys. So I was going back and forth. You guys are copied on.
Thanks,
So
Lito.
looks like
Appreciate
November
it,
5th we'll have Lito, Jennifer, and the cast of Final Girls Bloodbath on. So
He's got
just
a little Rapaccio in him. That's
refresh
true.
my memory. When is it
Yeah.
supposed to go public again, Lito?
He
Guess
said
I'll
it
stop.
November 17th.
Is that what it says? November 17th?
November 17th, yeah.
All right, let me write that down because I forget.
Why are we talking
anything.
Bill
If I don't write
Conti?
shit down, I have paper all over this desk. You guys never see. There's notes.
I
write
love
all
Bill
over the place.
Conti. The soundtrack from
best.
Rocky 2 is the best ever.
Wow, it sounded like
Yes.
it said Bill Conti.
No, what?
I have an autographed baseball or card of Bill Conti.
Baseball.
Rocky
Really?
Bill Conti.
Bill Cunty. You're being real cunty right now. Bill Cunty right now.
Go around, not you.
We can't say that word. That's a bad word. That's right.
That is a very disgusting word.
It is a very disgusting word.
No.
What's that?
That's why I call them see you next Tuesdays.
What is?
I forgot about that.
What's it bad word.
in such a long time.
Those are the
I
best.
don't think I've ever heard of that. I feel
You're being a real see you next
See
Tuesday.
you next.
What kind of cunt does that?
That was your buddy. You know who that was, right?
I didn't see.
He's a piece of shit. He's a piece
That
of
DK
shit.
shit. You don't know who that was?
I did look up. I
That
was
was the man
laughing.
known as.
That's a cunt right there.
That's scary because that's from The Exorcist. Your Conti daughter, remember? Your Conti.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh yeah.
That is terrible.
Oh,
Ugh. That movie's scary.
The new Exorcist isn't bad. It's good stuff.
No, it's not. People need to stop hating on it.
Mitchell Vye was in Dark Shadows. Really, I gotta go back. I've watched a lot of the Dark Shadows. Not admittedly not the whole series, but I didn't know that.
He's also Martin Blank's or Minnie Driver's dad and Grosse Point Blank.
Yeah, he's been in a lot more stuff than you think.
Oh, he's a legend.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, South
hairs
Park
over.
continuing source of That's funny.
Not
Yeah.
gonna work here anymore.
That's funny. Oh
All
man.
right, guys. All right, so we'll do some quick shameless plugs for the channel. We'll check the chat and then
Then
Yeah,
I go
close the night.
sleepy time.
I know. I'm sleepy.
then night time for you.
I need to take a shower. My feet stink.
You stinky bastard, you. You stinky
yourself a
bastard.
foot bath.
You.
Okay, next time, Joe, just come in, but come in with like a little, tub of hot water and soak your
Just
feet while
soak
you
those
do this.
stinky
If you
dogs.
feel
I
like-
was-
Stinky ass
It was
dogs.
like the longest day ever, and I couldn't wait to
Don't-
come home.
Don't
And
be stupid.
I just felt bad because, like, I'm in here by
Was
myself,
he?
no
I
problem.
used to
And B
watch
comes
Dharma
in, and I'm like,
the Dharma was hot as
Uh-oh.
hell.
I don't want my honey to smell my feet.
Oh, she's gonna smell them one day or another. It's only.
They just bad. They're bad.
Hey,
I'm a
Want,
clean
you want some
freak.
stinky feet? Look, I have two puppies. The one puppy,
Straight up ass
Petey,
cheeks.
he does not know. Petey does not know how to pee. When he lifts his leg and he pees all over his front right paw.
Oh,
So his paw's turning yellow because every time we bring him inside, we have to freaking wash his paw. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why can't you learn how to pee like a normal dog?
I mean, he's like the rest of us guys. We pee on the seat, pee on ourselves. We get pee everywhere.
the
But
floor,
he pees
yeah.
all over his leg.
Yeah.
It just drives me crazy.
You guys just, we do what we want,
All right, so everybody knows we're live on Sunday. We're going to be live. Actually, it's 12:36 here, so I'm going to say tonight. So we'll be live tonight at 8 o'clock. What else we got here? We're streaming on all these services. If you want to see our beautiful faces, the podcast is always audio on all these locations. Join. Make sure you go and subscribe because I'm giving away a chalice figure when we hit 1031 Halloween subscribers. Make sure you tune in for the big giveaway.
You're almost to 900. I'm impressed, man.
Yeah, so because
Turn
people
the
want
channel,
free
make
shit.
sure
That's
you
it. It's like you
tune
dangle
in.
free shit. I was like, sure, no problem.
Sure, I'll subscribe and then unsubscribe.
Yeah, they'll unsubscribe.
We have the
Fuck you
pumpkin
all.
right
Make
here.
you all
No,
die.
too out of plate because he said it's almost time.
So make sure you subscribe after the fact. You cheating bastard. You. All right. So final goal is bloodbath. For some reason, like I said, I thought it was public. It's not. So there it goes.
Okay, turn it off.
I'm
Gather
gonna
around.
turn it off.
Kids.
Where's the switch? It's hurt my
Turn
ears.
it off.
Nice
Final
catch,
goal is bloodbath.
Hayes.
November 17th. This is
Stop
going to
it.
be live.
Wait,
so
wait. Nice
Well,
catch,
forget it.
Hayes. Don't ever fucking do it again.
We're going to have everybody on, including Lito, who our buddy
I
was
love it,
in
Joe.
the chat tonight. His beautiful wife, who's on the right-hand side there. So they're all going to be hanging out with us. So there'll be some more down the road. Today, well, it's already, for me, it's the 22nd. So the 21st was the 35th anniversary of Halloween 4. Go check out all the collectibles that you missed earlier. Go check it out. It's on my video. Tomorrow, we're live, episode 33 for remakes versus original. You choose. Which ones do you like better? Do you like the remake over the OG or the OG over the remake?
And it's not as clear
We're
cut as
catching
you
up to
think it is.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, because we had a real good conversation about this last week. So I'm like, let's just revisit this topic.
Yeah, it's not as clear cut. So be honest to yourselves and do your
Yeah.
research, and you'll see.
That's
see.
right there. That's yeah.
So we'll do that tomorrow night. And go check out your H2O What If.
Pat's like, what the fuck?
I'm giving Michael a reach around. He doesn't know it.
he did the what if for the first Halloween, and it's him next to Loomis. It was like just like he was standing right next to him.
What the hell?
And then and so this H2O, go check it out. So on this coming Wednesday, you're gonna get Resurrection.
Oh, good God! This has got to be 2 hours long, Pat. This one.
It was tough to narrow it down to just 10. It
What if
really,
this
really
movie was actually good?
What if this didn't suck?
Yes. Pat, your face is about ready to shake its head right there, like, oh. God.
What if Michael's mask didn't pluck his eyebrows?
At least they kept it with one mask, right?
His eyebrows are on fleek. Is that what the kids are saying nowadays?
Actually, no, it's more than one mask. He's
Metro,
got
it was
super
it's a
afro shit.
metrosexual mask.
His hair's all nicely done. His hair looks like my hair. Can you believe it? Look at that.
And what else? Let's see. So this, what else we got? We got Tuesday we're doing Trick or Treat live watch along.
Mm.
That's gonna be a fun time.
That's gonna be fun. That's a good
Very
movie.
fun.
And I haven't
You'd like
watched
this
it in a minute, so it's gonna be a lot of
Yeah,
fun to
probably.
revisit because it's been a minute since I watched it.
Yeah,
So.
it's a Halloween time staple film.
That's what I figured. I'm like, let's pick something that's Halloweeny because you got to figure a week from this Tuesday is Halloween, and what are we doing Halloween night? We're going to do a live watch along of the
Later,
OG.
though, we said, right? Later.
Later, yeah. You guys
Yeah.
tell me. I haven't set up yet, so you tell me what works for you because, especially you and Lisa have the younger kids, so you just tell me when it's good for you because my
And
kids.
this is on
are
Max Trick or
older.
Treat, by the way. Just showed up on Max this week.
That's awesome. I'm cool. I'm off the next day, so we can stay up to the wee hours of the morning.
Look at that. It's gonna be a party.
I'm fine with that.
We're gonna do our own Halloween party,
And Brett will be there full of sugar from all the trick or treating.
Yeah.
And this Wednesday, I will read the chapters, and they'll just hang out with me.
Diabetes.
So we're gonna do episode 3 of that Halloween movie book club 2018, chapters 21 through 30.
All right. I can't wait for you to read that to us.
The Great Gatsby. Yeah.
Joe was brutally honest when Colorado was on. It's just like, Pat reads the chapters, and we just hang out.
We just say, yeah, I think what Pat said. Yeah, that sounds right.
What do you think about that? You have any interesting take?
Hey,
What you
God
say.
bless.
Yeah.
God bless
That's what
Audible.
the book said, ladies and gentlemen.
We would not be doing this stuff if it wasn't for like people like the Slash Track Network that actually read the old novels or Audible because I don't have time to read. I just listen to it on the way back and forth to work.
Hell yeah.
And then what else we got here? And if you're a Kiss fan, go check out the live albums, Ultimate Mixtape, and that's all the shameless shite that's going on this channel here.
Like
What's
Stephen
going on?
Wright, 24 hours ATMs. I don't have time for that.
What's that? Lori looks like she's peeking over the bathroom stall at Pat on the can. No, she'd be laughing. She'd be like, the Fly remake. Yeah, the Fly remake is great. That's one of the ones that's going to be talked about big time tomorrow. There's a lot of good remakes. I mean, Cat out of the Bag. One of my favorite remakes of all time is the Invasion of the Body Snatchers with Donald Sutherland.
Oh yeah,
That is just a superior movie to the original.
Evil Dead remake.
That brings a good point to one of my films that I'm going to talk about. It's in that franchise. It's the one after that, Body Snatchers. I actually love Body Snatchers.
Body Snatchers is a good flick.
Yeah, Christina Lee, all that stuff, the bomb.
Oh, you were watching Trick or Treat right before hopping on. Nice. Yeah, well, we're going to do it on Tuesday. Figure it's a nice little Halloween-y thing. Rick, thanks for popping in. Always a big supporter of the channel. Good guy.
Hey, Rick, thanks.
Ricky.
The book is if you don't like 2018, you're not gonna like it. It's the same. There's a couple different things
like
in 2018.
2018, Stefan?
I like 2018.
2018 is the best. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is, and I could defend it all day long.
Pick your
there's a lot
poison.
of good stuff in there.
Definitely the best of the new movies.
Oh, it's the best of the 3 as far as I'm concerned. Night, Travis. We'll see you. Hopefully, we'll see you. We'll see Matt. Hopefully, we'll see Matt.
Oh yeah, I might end up watching. Isn't it like the anniversary of like Night of the Living Dead remake, 1990?
Yeah, it is.
So I was like, you know what? I don't know if I can probably watch that here soon.
I know it was an anniversary. Is it today?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I saw it pop up somewhere. I might actually put that on myself. I've been on this kick where I've been going on Tubi every night and like watching like these crazy ass low budget horror films.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're addicting, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They really
They're
are.
like-
So when we get to our watch, what did we watch tomorrow? There's a bunch of crazy fucking shit that I've been watching.
When you go from one to another, you're like, ooh, what's that? Ooh.
Next
then-
thing you know, the sun's rising.
Yeah. And then it's like they're
Yeah.
uber short too. They're like super short. So like you can burn through a lot of movies real quick. Like hour and change. Like done.
Cool.
Or
Done.
Kevin.
All right. So why don't you guys hang out? We'll say our goodbyes. We'll say good night to everybody else. And
Thanks
guys,
for everybody in the chat.
thanks for everybody hanging out tonight on a
It's
Saturday
been
night.
fun.
Thanks everybody that hung out with us while we
I know.
stalled for Joe for
Please
an
stop,
hour.
please stop. You need to come back on here more, girl.
That's why the stream was as
Hey,
long as one of our podcasts. It's like
Like
2.5
Saturday
hours.
nights are easier because the kids we threw a movie on upstairs and they're
They get the sleep in tomorrow. so.
yeah. I can stay late. Other nights,
Precious Sudafed in their drink, so that
I love Brady with all my heart, but it's good to get a little break,
It happened on Sunday for them with Colorado. So yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. It was really sweet to have you on.
Sweet tonight. We should have freaking.
yes, thanks for hanging out.
Mhm.
Everybody hung out, but like I said, my wife she's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, all right.
She's tired. She's tired.
Tired.
I'll get around. We're gonna probably definitely plan for the Christmas episode again with all the wives, like just like we did
Cool.
last year.
Oh.
Different podcast, but it would be the three
Oh,
of us.
hey, tell
We'll be
her to watch the new Jack Osborne series. It's pretty spooky on HBO Max.
Which one is it? Because he's got like 18 paranormal shows
It's
going.
the newest one. So the first one's with his mom, then Jenny McCarthy, and then episode 3 is his sister.
I'll tell her to
Yeah.
check it out because he's on like 5 of them on Discovery Plus right now, 5 or 6 of them, and it's like every other day she's like, he's got another show. I'm like, does he
Yeah.
ever sleep? Because he's on
I
like
watched the first one, and it was pretty spooky. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, fuck it.
that was on Max. I have to check it out.
Yeah,
I'll message
Max.
to her.
Because I know
Cool.
she that stuff.
all right. Go get
All right,
the
so
kitties to bed.
No, yes. We'll
All right.
All right, everybody. So we're out of here. We'll see everybody tonight for that horror movie podcast.
All right.
Night.
Night.